Yo, what up? What's up, Turtle Pulse? What's up, Meatballs? Alright. Just finish this little rocket grunt right here. And then we'll get into some battles. And then, I got ourselves an Ultra League tier list. Because Ultra League is coming tomorrow. And I'm sure people are wondering what's good, what's not good, stuff like that. There's another cup tomorrow too. I forgot what that was. Fix your title then? Wait, what does my title say? Some battles in Ultra League tier list? What do you mean? What's wrong with it, Henry? I'm doing some battles and I'm doing an Ultra League tier list. Did I say something wrong? Henry's a buddy of mine, by the way, so you're using the wrong then. Oh, that is my bad. You're right. That is my bad. I'm sure my first grade teacher, wherever she may be, would not be happy that I did that. Good call. Good call. Summer Cup. Yeah. Great League Summer Cup, I would assume. Probably Great League Summer Cup. Ultra League Summer Cup would be kind of wild. Dude, didn't we have Summer Cup like literally last rotation too? I feel like it's like always some type of Summer Spring Cup. I'm pretty sure last season was Summer Cup. How are we still in Summer Cup? Isn't summer like almost over? When is summer? When does summer end? It ends in September, right? Am I tripping? Wait, it's... Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not that clean. Maybe it ends in like October, I think. But still, like, I'm pretty sure we just had Summer Cup. I'm pretty sure we did. Hundo Shadow Machop? No way, right? I mean, I guess it could be worse. Okay. Let's take it. Let me just look at the schedule real quick. And then... Yeah, Summer Cup, Great League. And then we have Willpower with Master League Mega Edition. Master League Mega Edition is going to be kind of wild. That's going to be kind of wild. Yeah, we had it last season, right? All right. Anyway, we'll do a few battles. And then we'll get into our tier list. If you have anything in particular you're curious about, let me know. I don't have everything on this Ultra League tier list because there's a bunch of lots of useless stuff that, like, for the most part, you'll never see. And even if you do see, you probably won't win. I want Scroll Cup back. I actually enjoyed Scroll Cup. I don't exactly remember how it went, but I kind of enjoyed it. Okay, let's swap out here real quick. I have two good answers for this in the back. Well, this is not a great answer, but... Okay, interesting. They take neutral here. They're just staying in, which is weird. They have resistant moves, so I'm not super concerned. Wow, they shielded, really. It's a really weird shield, I feel like. Okay, well, we'll keep going. Massive Mega Attempt number 3, yeah. 2, 3. Okay, they're going to try confusion me down, but, like, this is... I don't know. I don't think this is a smart play by them. We'll see what they have in the back. Because, like, there's not much a hard wall. Wait, what in the world? Okay. They hard confusion down. Interesting. Well, this is going to do, like, absolutely nothing. All right. They're at the point where it almost doesn't even matter what they have in the back. I'm pretty sure Marowak can probably beat it, but I might eat my words. We'll see. Like, a Drifblim would be pretty annoying. Altaria as well would be super annoying. Unless they know my exact team, like, it's an interesting play. They probably have an Altaria in the back. That would make sense because they can't swap into the what do you call it? The Bastion with it. All right, we're getting pretty aggressive on the farm down here. I don't know if it's going to be worth it or not, but I pretty much don't get Bastion onto whatever's in the back anyway, so it's probably okay. Okay. Let's see what they have in the back. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I'm going to throw both Stone Edges and then swap because I don't really have much health anyway, so I can't really feasibly farm down much. And I'm going to lose Charge Attack priority on everything, so there's that. All right. We're going to have to shield the Ice Beam. Probably. I don't think I had to shield another one if they stay in, but they might just swap out to, like, their Altaria or whatever they have in the back. Okay. They throw a move. It's actually really good they throw a move because I get a Mud Slap through, so I get a little bit of energy. So even if they have a hard counter for this in the back, I have a little bit of play, I think. What is this? I mean, I guess, like, you just bring in the Azumarill into the Togekiss and you're fine. They double shields for all that. Yeah, we don't shield this. Yeah, this is fine. Trailblaze? Lunge. Even, that's actually not as good, but that's okay. Rock Slide does more damage, so we're going to go for that. Alright, kind of a free win. Interesting plays. Interesting plays. I get kind of what they're going for there, but, like, at the same time, they're also, like, triple weighted Bastion, so that probably doesn't help. But how's the Shadow Bastion working for you? I haven't built one yet. For what it's worth, my best one has to be best buddied, so it's not really ready. I have the actual candies for it. I just can't really make it all the way. Yeah, it's one of those Pokemon that I think is probably better non-Shadow, but it could be so solid. One of the big reasons why I'm also not running it is because I'll be attending some tournaments in the fall, and I'll definitely be using the regular Bastion. So I want to just like make sure I'm like on point with my regular Bastion play. Yo, what's up, Crimson? Welcome in. It's going well. How are you doing? Okay. This is pretty awkward, all things considered. If they shield this, I probably want to go in Togekiss. Okay. I'm gonna shield this and then come in Togekiss, I think. I think that's the right play. Because I don't want the Unova Stunfisk to like wall me off. Also, I had to kind of shield the Bastion, which is kind of uncomfortable. So, it's not really great for me. Do we go for the Aura Sphere? Is that kind of greedy? Yeah, I think it probably is. Okay, if they shield, I shield. If they shield, I shield. I probably could have gone Aura Sphere there, actually. I'm pretty sure it's enough, but this will definitely seal the deal. Okay, that's really good. I have some no, I don't have Residual Energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Oh, they threw a Thunder Shock. Okay, that's actually really good for me. Because they don't have any energy. Like, it's not like the Aura Sphere is going to do that much there. I need to wait out this timer. Mine is ahead of theirs. K19 in the house. Yo, what up? Oh, good catch. Really good catch. Gastrodon. This is pretty problematic. All right, we're going to have to go for a catch here, I think. 2, 3, 4. Oh, man. Oh, what a disaster we're in right now. I mean, it's not unsalvageable, but, like, it's pretty bad. I think it's... okay, if I could take out this Gastrodon, I think I'm in a good spot, because I have an energy on my Marowak. It's pretty bad, though. Okay. We get this off. If they shield, that's... It's not great for me, because I might lose Charge Rock priority against the Gastrodon, too. They have to shield this Bastion. It's kind of bad for them. Wow, they actually do. Really? Okay. Interesting. They throw their move. I can't really shield this Unova Stunfisk, right? I kind of have to. Yeah, this is pretty bad for me. Yeah, I kind of have to. But I don't think I win Charge Check priority here. Okay. Oh, this is pretty big. This is pretty big. Wait. This is a shield KO. Because I know how to save the shield anyway. So, like, this is... If they shield this, it's... Okay, they know. They know. Yeah, I think that the back-to-back... Yeah, we lose this. Because they shield... They have too much. I don't really know if I could have won that any other way. I guess maybe my only win con there is I go for this Charge Check priority. But, like, my Marowak's IVs are, like, pretty high. Pretty low attack, I guess. Let me see real quick. Out of curiosity, let me see, like, how close this would have been if it was against my Marowak. So, a standard Gastrodon, yeah, has more attack. It has more attack. Even if it's, like, a rank 1... No, they would have won. They would have won either way, yeah. The rank 1 would always win Charge Check priority there, too. So, I had to save my shield, yeah. That's the only way. Yeah. But, let me catch up on some of this chat real quick. Crappy Patty. I wonder how Ultra League's going to look with this new season. Yeah, it's going to be a Corviknight Central. Probably some Belly Bolt as well. But Corviknight looks really good, especially if they're all running payback. They have some coverage. Thoughts on super effective versus not super effective? Oh, yeah. Hold on. I do have thoughts on that, actually. What's up, Abline? All right. I'm going to just shield this here. In the upcoming updates, yes. What's up, Celestino? Okay. This is not terrible for me, but it's not good either. We're both doing super effective damage. So I have thoughts on that. I think it's a really good change, but I'm actually going to make a YouTube video down the road because... Okay, hold on. They are, what? 2 ahead now? I probably could throw only 2 here. 1. Oh! We get the farm down. That's actually pretty massive. I might just have to blind throw this move. See what they come in with. Wow. Wow. The fact that we win that is crazy. Just going straight Peck into the Shadow Abomasnow. Yo, Infamous Smash. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. All right. This is actually really good now. It's good and bad. They have a water or something anti-Bastion on the back because they're really weak to fire right now. Whoa, what the heck? Oh! ABA weak to Bastion? Don't tempt me with a good time. I mean, I didn't have a Bastion on the lead, but the fact that we flip switch there. Yo. All right. Now I have time to read the chat. Yeah, so I'm going to make a YouTube video because here's the thing. Even though this says super effective or not and stuff, right? I actually have it live on my screen now. I do think they can make the text a little bit darker, but there's a lot of moves that are counterintuitive. So, for example, a Blast Burn from a Charizard hits harder resisted than a neutral Dragon Claw from a Charizard. But people don't know that, right? Or another good example is Toxapex. Sludge Wave on Toxapex does more damage than Brine. Even when Brine's neutral and Sludge Wave is resisted. Single resisted. Double resist is a different story. People don't know these things, right? So I do think that, oh, whoa, that's actually really good for me. So I do think these kind of things are important to highlight because if you don't, people can be misled. And I think at the basic level, this stuff is really fine, but ooh, did they double shield this? I think they might double shield here. I probably should have shielded this, actually. Let's see. I think it'll be okay. I'll just shield if they shield. Again. Okay. It's a little awkward. I'm going to overfarm a little bit here. I don't know if they could actually force me to... Whoa, what the heck? I did not expect that. Wait, what? That pacing's that fast? Am I tripping? Oh, must have been faster than I thought it was. Okay. Wow, Malamar just wins a 2 shield there? That's actually kind of insane. What in the world? Okay, they don't shield at least. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, what? Malamar wins that? I think I survived this. It was really bad. Wait, what is that? That matchup's that favored for Malamar? That's actually, yeah, we lose this now. But, wait, what? That's crazy. No? Is that not crazy? How does Shadow Malamar do so well there? What the heck? I might need to watch out for this thing. Okay, so obviously in the head-to-head, no, but if they safe swap it, they're up 1 side wave. Is it that good for them? Wow. They win the 2 shields there. What the heck beats Shadow Malamar in this meta? What the heck? That's actually insane. That's actually wild. Do we run a Shadow Malamar team? I might just like mess around with this a little bit now that I think about it, because that's actually crazy to me. Shadow Malamar wins that 2 shield scenario? That's nuts. That's actually nuts. What do I run here that's really weak to Fairy, I guess? Marowak? Because everything's Marowak. No, I mean, I should probably run something like Altaria. That would probably make the most sense. I can make something out of this at least. I probably want something with Flamethrower, right? Wait, do I not have one with Flamethrower? I definitely do, I think. Oh, wow, I just haven't made one with Flamethrower. Hold on, let me make one real quick. Wait, that's crazy to me. Wait, no, I'm way too weak to Empoleon. Alright, let's just keep running the team we've been running, but that's like a really important factor there. The fact that they win that is absolutely crazy to me. But yeah, how do I beat Malamar then? I guess I need to chip it and then swap. I need to chip it and swap. That's probably my only win con. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy though. The fact that like they didn't even double shield, but if they did, they just win that too. Yeah, that's actually insane. Would have been better if you had Charm. Yeah, Charm's just not it though for the Togekiss, he says. Charm, I just instant lose to like so many things if I'm running Charm with this team composition. Charm's not it too, just in general, because you don't want to run Togekiss or Charm. You might as well just want Wigglytuff at that point. Oh wait, this person's tanking. That's a 47 CP Articuno. Yeah, typing is getting kind of weird these days. Like Murkrow beats Togekiss too. Greatly's been painful lately. Yeah. Electric types beating ground types. A lot of things, honestly. All right. Yeah, Shadow Murkrow is kind of neat. I haven't tried it myself, but I do think it's kind of cool on what it could do. Feels nice when you win, yeah, especially with like a Murkrow of all things, right? I mean, I don't know. I feel like things really went out the window the moment that Shadow Gligar like a few years ago was meta relevant, because you're like, what of all things is Shadow Gligar? It's crazy. Mega Latios shenanigans for Mega Massive is going to be kind of wild. Turtle Pulse. Yeah, Marowak's really, really good right now. It just beats a lot of things neutrally. The Rock Slide buff also makes it pretty good. You can pretty much beat Togekiss if you land a bait, which is kind of crazy too. Oh, what the heck? I'm gonna swap out right away. They throw a move and dip. Oh, they catch. Oh, they catch on a Quagsire too. That's not ideal for me, but it's okay too. If I boost, that'd be really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a good catch, but at the same time, like, this is not an answer to Togekiss, so I don't really know what they're planning on doing here. They do have energy on the Azumarill, or Altaria, I should say. This is probably a bait, but I think it's worth shielding. Yeah, they're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? They threw out 6. Isn't that just an Aqua Tail? Or did I miss? It's straight 7s, no? There's no way there's a Stone Edge, right? I'm pretty sure it's Aqua Tail. What? Wait, did I miss something? I'm so confused. Did I miss a move coming in? Because they caught the move, right? They didn't get a mud shot through. How did they... Am I tripping? Oh, I mean, we just lose now. But that would have been pretty bad, I guess, if I had a shield. Wait, what? When did they get a mud shot through? I'm so confused. So... yeah, it's straight 7s. They catch... how did they get a mud shot through there? They catch on the Ancient Power. I throw 7, I throw. They throw 5. They throw Aqua Tail. Wait, Aqua Tail is... wait, let me calculator this real quick. Did I like mess up? Like, does the residual energy somehow make a difference there? So they throw a total of 5 plus 6, 11 mud shots, right? That's 88 energy. And then 35. Yeah, they're not at the move. How is that possible that they... No. The second Stone Edge is also 7. It used to be 6. It used to be 6 in the old mud shot. but it's the Mudshot that they changed like a year ago. It's 777. Yeah, I don't get how they got to that. I must have like missed a Mudshot when they came in, when they caught it. But like, they must have swapped in the middle, like towards the end of my peck. That's the only way. Yeah, I think that's the only way. I don't know. That was really weird though. But what's up, Neon? Yeah, it is kind of weird. I had to miss a Mudshot somewhere. I just didn't like see it visually, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I think in this situation, we just stay in a little bit. This is like really awkward to come in Togekiss. So, yeah. But, okay. Take over this. I'll probably throw, and then... Do I 2-shield through this? It's kind of awkward, but it might be worth it. Bastion's very strong to Corsola. It just, like, outbulks it completely neutrally. But the problem is... Okay. I don't know if this is worth it or not, but I'm kind of committed at this point. Okay. Let's see if they shield this or not. If they shield this, that's okay, because then I could just, like, peck down. I have no idea what they have in the back, though. Okay. Whoa. Okay. This is okay for me, I think, because now I can swap in Togekiss. They're going to spend a shield here. They're not going to have the double. So I get hit by one Hydro Cannon. It's not the end of the world, though. They might catch a move. That's really bad for me, actually. Oh, we boost. Okay. I don't think I go down to this. So this, I think I go for the Angel Power, actually. No. Okay, we'll do this. I need to have energy here. So if I could land a Flamethrower, that'd be really good. Yeah. Hey, thank you for the rose, Infamous Smash. Appreciate it. All right, we have to, like, farm this down a bit. It's pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable. I mean, they had a better team comp into my backline. I mean, they hard countered my backline, right? Like, completely. So I could only do so much there, I think. Okay. Here's my play. It's crazy, but here's my play. I'm going to swap over to Marowak and hope that they go for the combo play. I need to catch a combo play. That's my only win con. Oh! I don't think I win this, though. I don't think I win, but I'm able to at least make it a little bit closer. All right, we go for the optimization here. What the heck? I couldn't even see the visual on my SmackDown. This game's a little bit buggier these days than when the season first started, I think, but... Yeah, I don't think we win this. Nah. It was a close try, but it's not really it. Anyone have success with Shadow Raikou, Wild Charge, or Sphere? I think it's a little too hard to use, especially in Go Battle League. I actually faced one in a tournament before, but it was non-Shadow. It does get... The non-Shadow actually gets a 2 Aura Sphere against a Shadow Kanto Marowak before they can Mud Slap you all the way down. But I don't think the Shadow does. So it's already really frail. I think the Shadow's a little bit too risky. I think you just run the non-Shadow if you really want to run it. But yeah. Usage should be crazy good in Ultra League this season. You think so? Okay. Interesting. I think I'm going to swap out here. These kind of things usually have, like, Marowak in the back, right? Okay, they go for the Icy Wind. That's good. Now we could do this. 1, 3, 4. Okay. I thought this was fur at first, but this makes a lot more sense. This rock size kind of going to hurt, but I don't think I can afford to shield again. Maybe? Yeah, I don't think I could afford to shield again, unfortunately. They probably have a Bastion counter in the back, and I probably lose this one, but... No, I don't get it off. Unfortunate. Okay, let's do this. Charge Jack. Oh, it wasn't Charge Jack Party. Okay. I don't really know what I do here. Do I like farm down? Okay. 1, 2. Okay, this is actually kind of good for me if they no shield this. They don't know how bad it is for me in the back, but it's not good for me. Okay. If they go Fire Punch, I pretty much lose. I need them to not shield this and then go straight Scorching Sand for me to have a chance here. That's not good. I think I survive a Fire Punch, so I'm hoping they go Scorching Sand. The debuff chance here is much lower. Oh, they went Fire Punch. That's not good. Okay. Do you think they shield this? I'm hoping they don't, but there's like no way they don't, right? It's too obvious. It's way too obvious. I'm weak. Yeah, it's way too obvious. Oh, they still have another shield. Yeah, I'll probably lose this. Well, we got hard counter there. Go and do so much. Do IVs truly matter? I have a Shadow Shiny Marowak. No, not... I mean, especially for Great League, not as much. For Ultra League, I only say it matters because you... Okay. The only reason I say it matters in Ultra League is because... Oh, do you think they get to double here? Okay. Because it just costs so many XLs for some things. But I always say just use the best you have. Generally, it's better. Oh, wait. We could potentially win this, I think. If I can smack this all the way down. Oh, we might be able to win this. If they don't have a move, banks. I think we win this, actually, which is kind of crazy. Yeah. Rock the Shadow Shiny for the flex. Yeah, if they don't have a move, banks. Because even if they have Fire Punch, we survive this. All right. Just want to make sure this takes it out. Oh, yo, let's go. Hey, we were hard counter that game, too. Dunsparce into Togekiss. Diggersby into Bastiodon. But they brought the Diggersby back in because they're kind of low from the Marowak matchup, which is what really helped seal the deal. All right. That's a nice one. Some of those Master League Dragon IVs are everything. Yeah. Master League 100%, right? Master League IVs matter like a ton. Like, if anything, they really matter, right? But I pretty much don't make anything that's not 100% or a functional 100%. Functional 100% are, there's a few Pokemon that have 14 HP that still have the same amount of HP as 100%. Only a few, though. Everything else, any 14 defense or attack stat is not actually functional. There's no way they can be. Okay. Fantastic lead. What in the world are they doing? There's no way. There's no way what they have in the back's worse into Marowak, right? Am I tripping? They also only threw a Thunder Punch. Okay. What do they have in the back? Like a Bastiodon? Is this like triple... I don't even know what this is. Okay. Do I go Togekiss here? I think I go Togekiss here, just to be safe. Because Bastiodon's not that bad into Blastoise. Oh, there we go. We draw out the Clodsire. That's all I need. Because now the Bastiodon can handle this in the back. Roughly. Probably. Mostly. I still need to do some necessary damage here, though. Alright, so... I think they're at like 10 Poison Stings. Maybe 9. Let's keep that in mind. Alright. Maybe now they should be at like 6. Maybe 5. Oh, this is a little uncomfortable. I think they go for a common play. Do we go for the prediction again? I think we do. We go for prediction again. Come here, Blastoise! Oh, dude, we are so on point with our countering the combo plays today. That's kind of crazy. I mean, this is not a great matchup, but like, hey, this is way better than against a Clodsire, that's for sure. I read him. This is actually not too bad. Hey, thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it. That is kind of one of my goals, you know. It's always to like make sure that us as commenters match like the hype of what's happening on screen. All right, this is really good because they don't have energy to throw a move here. I don't think they have another move. I didn't take out the Blastoise on purpose because I don't want the Clodsire to farm me down. Nice. I think we win this, right? Yo, I had to play that perfectly. Yeah. What's up, Ron? How did I win? You know, some good mechanics, some good team reading and predictions, and you could do it too. Torterra, Hypno, and Shadow Tyranitar is kind of wild, actually. Looks like a fun one, though. Catching moves like a king. Yeah, I appreciate it, Celestino. What's my win rates? We can calculate it, actually, after maybe this set and see. I don't think it's that high right now. One, two, three, 4. Okay. Triple grass? What is this? Maybe at 5. Oh! They're just out of there. Yeah, I don't know why they stayed in. They stayed in just to come into something else that's weak to Jump Love. Alright. I'll take it. Still a positive set. Nothing crazy, though. Oh! It's my first Hone Edge! Yo, let's go. This thing's kind of bad, though. It was, like, banned from competition for Worlds. But, hey, Adrian, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate it. But I don't think it's that good, though. We get the Dex registration. Finally have one. Yeah. Yeah, he, Butters is quite fun to work with, too. So, definitely a treat. Nice. We get exactly what we need for rank 17. I don't think we get Elo today. We're, like, kind of far off. Because I skipped, like, at least 1 day of set. Because I was kind of busy. All right. What is this win percentage? I'm not as good at math as it used to be. 65%? Nothing crazy. 65 is not bad if you're, like, later on in the season. But I know people with way higher numbers than that. Yeah, losing all your games to Aegislash. Yeah, I think it's just too bad. It's not good enough. I think they need to keep Fury Cutter on it, I think. But I don't know. It's kind of weird because the energy generation of a shield form versus a blade form is different, which is very, very odd. Did we go for a catch here? I think we could go for a catch on the second one. Let's see if they go for a catch or not. I'm going to just throw it straight up. Okay, we went Charge Jack Party. That's kind of big. So this is good because I could kind of dictate the matchup, but I think I'm going to still go for the catch here. Okay, they shield. I'm going to shield, and then I'm going to try to catch the next one. They might also simul-swap themselves, which it maybe is not the end of the world, but maybe not the best. Oh, they just went for it? Wow. Okay, well, we catch. Let's go. Hey, 56% is not bad at all, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they just go straight for the parabolic. That's not too bad for me, though, all things considered. So I don't really have energy. Okay, they just take me out. They're at 2. This is a little bit awkward if they could, let's see. 3, 4. Okay, this is just another parabolic. I kind of can't really shield this. Let's see if they come in with their own. But I think they have a flyer in the back. Oh, really? Yeah, this is really bad for me. I should have just thrown this right away. I give him a little bit less farm. Because now my Bastion has to come into this. Oh, wait, they don't shield? Oh, they don't shield? Yo. Nice. Yeah, if they shielded that, that would have been a way more different story. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Real Super Chris? Yeah, streaming late. It's 11 p.m. my time. But I guess that's still pretty late for some people, too. I'm definitely more of a night owl. Level 49.5 hits hard, but a bit lackluster. What's up, bad mannerisms? Oh, Dolive. That's pretty dope. I was wondering what it was that you're talking about. I think... Oh, yeah, home slice shoutcast them. I might have to go check that out. I did not see that video. My word this has been one of the worst there is. No chill this season. Everyone using meta from the start. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. 2 a.m. for you. Oh, well, I appreciate you staying up. Definitely don't feel any pressure to. I assume you're on East Coast or... Yeah, you have to be East Coast, right? Or somewhere in South America. Which, I don't know if you call that East Coast or not, because it's technically not their East Coast, but... I kind of hope that they add Zoroark's illusion building now that we have more Petco and Aegis form changes. I think that could be cool. A lot of these things with form changes, unfortunately, are not super meta relevant, right? More Petco is probably the best it's gotten. Well, actually, it's just the only two. Now I think about it for Great League. There are no other form changes, I guess, right? There's like, you know, fusion forms, but that's not a form change, yeah. 8 in the morning for you. Ah, gotcha. Okay, we just stay in here, I think. I think I can mudslap through this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to mudslap through this. They might go for a catch, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. They went Night Slash. They boost. No boost. Okay. If they spend a shield here, that's good, because I could just mudslap down afterward. Yeah, I just don't want this on Togekiss. It's pretty annoying for it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We get the mudslap down. We have energy. I could pivot out. I just don't have a lot of health. Let's see what they come in with. If they come in like Annihilate, I don't swap out, right? But let's see. Oh, okay. Left with them Rock Slide worth of energy. They don't have a great Togekiss answer. Oh, wait, one. 5. Okay. I think we get there on Charge Attack priority, which is really good because I could potentially even grab a shield here. Yeah, they pretty much lose here. Oh, yeah, they lose. 6. Yep, Charge Attack priority. Nice. Yeah, I really wish the text was a little bit bigger. I, like, don't even notice the text, but maybe it's because I'm not usually looking that far down. And it was getting it done? Oh, man. Don't tempt me. I'm curious how that would go. Okay. I think they threw 4 extra. I should be able to throw 1 Mudslap and throw. I think I should be able to. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. And then, can I get to the next move? I think I can, yeah. So I get to a Bone Club against a Zumro too. Even better. All right, there's a small chance they have Hydro Pump. I don't think they do, but there is a small chance. And then because of it, so we just need to kind of chip this down a bit. With this Smackdown damage afterward, it should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, they don't have it. Yeah, most people aren't running it. Veteran ELO players are like 80+% win rate today. Yeah, that makes sense, Anthony. Yeah. In my former glory days, I was able to match those people, but not these days. A lot of people are pretty good at the game. It's so nice when you skip rank 20. How do you skip rank 20? It's pronounced Best Coast. I used to live in East Coast. Actually, I spent most of my life there. I only moved to the West Coast 3 years ago. I spent the first 31 years of my life on the East Coast. I guess it could be acrobatics. It's kind of awkward. Okay, it is. Do we bait here? I think I bait. It's kind of risky if I bait, but it's probably worth it. It's really awkward for me. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good for me. They're hoping to catch, but not going to happen. All right, just Fire Punch. This is okay. So let's just overfarm a lot. Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, I haven't seen Pokemon Concierge. I heard it's good. Kid story time. I heard it's good. Don't say you're washed. I think I'm a better player than I was years ago. It's just that everyone else is kind of caught up a bit. Yeah. That's probably the best way to describe it. There are 2, I think. Did I miscount? Let's just throw on 4 just in case, I guess. Nah, I'll throw it here right now just in case. Yeah, there's a small chance I miscounted. We could get to Ancient Power if they stay. This is really good for me, though, because I have the Bastion for the Moga, so I'm not even that concerned. I don't think they could Thundershock me down, right? Can they? Oh, they cannot. I mean, they probably could have. They would have got hit by Aura Sphere, but not the Ancient Power. But they don't know I'm not running, like, Psyshock, right? So I think it makes sense on their end. All right. Let's cook them. What's happening? Ah. Nice. Sometimes it's just that easy, you know? Do you think someone's gotten 3 elo yet? Oh, their elo? Yeah, there's a couple people that have, yeah. If you like are on X or /Twitter, people have been posting about it. Only a couple though that I've seen. Maybe like I've only seen like 2 or 3 people, but I'm sure a couple people have. Yeah, there's some people also, they've started their second day of set, like their next day of sets already, right? So that's also part of it. All right, I think I go Togekiss here actually. Okay. All right, this is it's not terrible, but it's not good. I need a flip switch here, right? Because there's no way they're. Oh wait, they shield. Really? What the heck? Why did they shield that? There's no need. There's no need to shield that at all. That's interesting shield. All right, because they shielded that, I could grab their shields now. Do I shield the Play Rough? I think I do. Yeah, I think I shield the Play Rough. Because then I have play into the Talonflame. And it'll kind of scare them. They might not even bring in their Talonflame into this, which would be really good for me. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, nice. That's really good. Oh, that's disgusting. We could take out the Talonflame now. Oh! See what I mean? They come in something else. Yo. And they're also kind of ABA weak to Bastiodon, but they're scared. I mean, yeah, I get it, right? You don't want to come into this with Rock Slide loaded, but like, yeah, it's not going to be a good time for them now. Like, they go catch? No, they don't. Yeah, charge check priority. That's really good for me. I think I might honestly just shield this. Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine. All right. I think they're going to quit out soon, but it's 1 p.m. here. I was watching stream while having lunch. Hey, thank you, Baga, Bagaskoro. I'm highly likely mispronouncing that, unfortunately. All right. Yeah, not a great time for them. Shadow Talonflame is interesting. I don't know if it's actually better or not than the non-Shadow, but. Yeah. Oh, I missed your messages, Timu. Roughly 70% of my Master Pokemon, 14 defense. I've hit Legendary Mastery 4 times. Yeah. I think it's like fine, honestly. Oh, I should have swapped there sooner. 1, 2, 3. Oh shoot! I just realized they're running Bullet Seed. So a little bit worse for me, I guess. Man, they have really good answers, I guess, to Oh, we get this off before their move. Can I flip switch? Is that possible? Because they have energy still. Oh, they double shield? What in the world? That's kind of crazy. I think I let this go. I just need to try to muscle through with Marowak, I guess, at this point. Yeah. Double shielding there is kind of wild. Let's see what they do here. I have a little bit of energy on the Marowak. I don't know if I could beat the 0-2 to 0 shields. Also, I don't even know what they have in the back yet, so. That double shield's kind of wild, though. Okay, so they really need switch advantage, which means that Marowak is strong into the 3rd Pokemon, but I had to get through the 0 first, which is kind of problematic. They're just rock teaming too, which is kind of weird because like I'm just going to leave with a little bit more energy and they can't pivot out, right? I mean, I guess they could go to 0 now. No, they don't. Interesting. Okay. We'll just farm this down. We'll just farm this down. It's a fortunate thing with the new system that if you quit out, you don't get the credit for playing the game for a ticket. Yeah, but I feel like if you play the game enough this season, you'll finish the ticket regardless, right? Because I quit out some of these games and it's fine. All right, I need to clear the debuff no matter what. I'm too debuffed. Even against Zuma, this is really weak. Okay. Oh, whoa. What the heck? Interesting. That's not what I expected. Trevenants. Wait, why did they fight so hard for switch advantage? They're triple strong into Marowak. What was the purpose of that? I'm so confused now. I'm legitimately so confused. I think I probably still lose this game, but like... Okay. But it's just, it's a little baffling. It's probably the best way I could say it. Alright, I think I have to shield this Marowak because I have not as much health on the Bastiodon. I just need to do as much damage as possible here. Yeah, I think I just need to throw the Bone Clubs. I could go Rock Slide because it does more damage. It's less energy efficient. But if I go Rock Slide, then they're going to overfarm more, right? So, why did it look like I was throwing a Mud Slap at the same time I was throwing the move? This game is definitely winnable. I have energy still on my Bastiodon, actually, so we should be in a good spot. All right, obviously if they have Hydro Pump, it's a different story, but... Oh, they got way too greedy. They got way too greedy. Well, I just don't get the double shield there, right? You're so strong into Marowak already, and you don't even need to double shield that. Got him with the flamethrower, you know? I'm not even going to charge this flamethrower. Oh, wait. Oh, they have Hydro Pump. Oh, dude. Man, when I saw the battle thing... I mean, I think I did what I could there. They're triple strong to Marowak, right? But, like, yeah, if they don't have Hydro Pump, I win that. That's unfortunate. I mean, I think I... Yeah, I don't know if I win that if I save the shield for the Bastiodon. Well, tough. But it is BM Uno reverse. I mean, for what it's worth, the flamethrower would have been enough anyway. It's just that, yeah, it just, it unfortunately didn't go my way in that regard. But that's okay. So, yeah, so why can't we top left? So, it's because for the rewards here. Let me actually show you all real quick. It's for these GPL rewards. Oh, I should probably claim this. Is this stuff, right? Battle and go battle league 100 times. Once you finish this, you go to the next step. But if you quit out, it doesn't count as one of your 100 battles. Yeah. But, like, again, like, I think if you're playing most of the season, it's probably fine. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But if you are, like, playing not as consistently, then maybe you want to just not quit out as many. But app engagement, wonderful. Yeah, keep you longer on the app. We don't need half the win, so it's not the worst thing. Yeah. Okay, bad lead, but we have good answers in the back. I'm not going to throw. Oh. Okay, they don't throw right away. I was curious who's going to charge like priority there. It's not good. They win the 2s. Or they should. Whoa, what the heck? They're just... Oh, I think they're just going to go for the straight metal sound down. I mean, I guess that works too, because they grab my shields back. Okay. This guy knows what they're doing, though. Wait. They still threw the move. Why? They could just metal sound me down. That makes even less sense. Okay. Well, we have a shield advantage now. I'll have to shield one Hydro Cannon, but... Okay. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get to it, right? I'm just going to throw the butt slap. I don't even have the move. Oh, they do get to it. Okay. Unfortunate. Do we throw the rock slide? I think we do. Good catch. Great catch, actually. But you're doing too much, my guy. Dude, you're setting yourself up for failure. Dude, that was such a good catch. But why? Why fight for switch advantage to give it up? And then now risk your all target getting countered. Like, what, like, obviously, if I swap out right away, like, this is just, like, how you read opponents a lot of times, right? They don't always play like this, but generally speaking. If I swap out right away when I'm hard losing lead, it's because I have something that's 2 things that beat your Altari in the back. Like, you probably felt real good about that catch until now. You know, it's good, right? Like, my general... If I could impart you all with a little bit of advice on, you know, especially after that battle, what I say is some people, I've seen some people, because I've coached people in PvP for years, since 2019, right? Since then, right? It's over 6 years. I see a lot of people when I coach, they know their counts, they go for catches, but sometimes going for a catch is unnecessary. Sometimes you need to just play for the alignments because you just set yourself up for a really disastrous situation later, you know? So... But yeah, that was, it's tough, but, you know, it's kind of part of it. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to throw this. And then swap in Bastiodon, I think. I need to leave with energy. Because I have Togekiss for this, too. I might pivot out, actually. I'm going to just slowly, like, smack him down. Yeah. Yeah. But, that guy was cooking a little bit too hard. Am I watch for using Shadow Primate with Cross Chop? I don't think so. I generally think, though, if you're using Shadow Primate, it's better with Ice Punch Rage Fist, just to give yourself a little bit better coverage. Non-Shadow tends to run, close combat. Case in point... We're going to just come in Togekiss into this guy. I might be stuck here a little bit longer. Okay. Do we catch? Okay, that's good. That's fine. I don't really need health here, so... But yeah, the non-shadow typically doesn't run Ice Punch because it doesn't hit hard enough. But I do understand that close Cross Chop is a legacy move, so it's maybe not... It's a little bit unfortunate, right? If you have to get rid of it. But you can also make a second one, so that way you don't get rid of Cross Chop. I think it maybe in some certain limited cups, it might be useful. But not the current open Great League. Down the road, maybe, you know? You never know. All right, so we take this out. What do they have in the back? Because they have literally 1 Pokemon left. Let's see. Oh. Do you think they shield? Oh, I don't get to it. I don't get to it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I think now we're okay. I need to throw the Ore Sphere there. Because I could have potentially grabbed the shield. Okay, let's do this. We need to smack this all the way down. I am not throwing any moves. I think they don't have enough health. Yeah, I think they know. That's a pretty tough situation for them. But... yeah, they kind of put themselves in that spot a little bit by swapping out there. I get them because the switch hammers are low now, so... yeah, they don't have enough juice. The Altari guy, what's important is style. It doesn't matter the result of the match is a loss. Dude, they quit out too, so they didn't even get the TM for that progress. Yeah. What's the fast attack on my Togekiss? It's Peck. Yeah. Definitely it's the fast attack of choice for this season for sure. You can still run it with Charm, but like Peck just helps you get to moves way faster. And it essentially allows you to beat a lot of things that counter you, which is really important. Yeah. We will not be playing this season. It's going to be a learning season, so thanks in advance. Yeah, no problem. No problem. All right. I think we just stay in for a little bit here and then swap over to Togekiss. I don't know. Do I just stay in? Oh, sorry. My cable came loose. Okay. They probably shield this. I need to... I'm just going to swap over, actually. I don't mind taking some damage here. Okay, that's good. That's good. We draw this out. I kind of need to save my shields for the Bastiodon. Maybe I'll shield the Marowak once from one play rough. That's about it, I think. Okay, they didn't overfarm much. Yeah, no problem, Reefy. Yeah, no problem, Reefy. Okay. I'm just going to throw this right away. I think that's the right call. Now I can maybe... Let's see what they come in with. I think I might lose still, depending on what they have in the back. Oh, shoot! Yeah, I lose this. I overdid it a little bit because they had energy, right? So I didn't want to like get hit by something there, but yeah, that's a tough one. They are... So I was obviously hard countered on the safe swap, and the lead was even, but then the back line was bad, and I couldn't maintain switch advantage, right? The problem is also, even if I did, I didn't have enough health on my Marowak. Yeah, if I stayed in, I need to be less hasty there, I guess. I just didn't want to have to spend a shield on the Dusknoir, but I probably would have anyway on the Bastion. Okay, it's good. What are the chances they have Hydro Pump? Probably not, right? I don't know. This is a safe swap. I'm going to no-shield it. This Scizor is kind of a problem for me. Oh, wow. They have Hydro Pump. Okay. That's not good. It's not terrible, I guess. It's just not good. So my Togekiss has some play into the Scizor for sure. So if I got overfarmed that, it might not be too bad. Let's see if we could do that or not. Because they obviously have answers to my Marowak in the back. I'm just going to let this go. It kind of sucks, but I kind of have to. Oh, and they went Ice Beam. That's not the right play. I mean, it's okay play, but it's not the best play, I think. All right, I think I go Marowak here. Wait, hold on. We still win. Hydro Bump Azuma ain't enough either. All right, this is good. Hopefully they have an Altaria or something in the back. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. We do this chip damage, and then we need to swap over to the Togekiss. This is really bad, though. Okay, they no shield at least. 1, 2. I'm in a tough position. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm almost at the double. They have to throw on bad timing here. Okay. Oh, wow. They don't throw on bad timing at all. What the heck? Now they're kind of cooked, I feel like. No. They're going to leave with energy. But if I can Mud Slap down, I just take out the Scizor, right? Wow, they double shield. That's such a bad play. That's such a bad play. Here's why. They lose Charge Attack priority. Oh, wait. Actually, no. They don't lose Charge Attack priority. Yeah. Maybe it's not that bad of a play. I don't think they lose Charge Attack priority, actually, so... Maybe? Oh, well, now it's over. Oh, I went Charge Attack priority. Yeah. Okay. I thought so. I don't know. Marowak's been, like, getting me second-guessing a bit. Because its attack's deceptively high, but... Yeah, Rockslide does more damage there, so... Actually, they had a lot more health there than I thought they did. I thought they had a lot less, but... Alright, let me see versus Credilli. But yeah, no, Credilli has lowered attack, yeah. Yeah, it's just... It's never worth it, in my mind, to go for those plays when you have to lower attack stat. Because there's a chance you farmed up all that energy for absolutely nothing, right? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Rockhaven? Alright, we're gonna swap out here. Dude, so many move updates, you need to try something else? Hey, man, I'm climbing, okay? I'm trying to get ready for Pittsburgh. What you think? What you think this is, man? Alright, I'm gonna shield once, because this is actually gonna do a good chunk. Maybe they swap out here. If they have, like, a Clodsire, I'm kind of cooked, I feel like. Okay. I don't know. Did the person on the last leaderboard cheat, or was he that good to get... Yeah, I'm almost positive they cheated. There's absolutely no way that they actually got there organically. And here's why. I'll show you all in a second. Because someone broke down the math, and it's pretty egregious. It's really, really egregious what they did. Okay, I don't win this. I had to smack this down, I think. Yeah, I had to smack this down. We'll just hard come in here. They might swap out. Okay. Whoa, what the heck is this? I mean, I know what it is, but like, what the heck am I looking at? Kind of have to shield this, unfortunately. They have a hard Bastion answer back. Oh my gosh, they went payback. What am I looking at? All right, I have to throw this because I'm pretty sure they get to move. Is this payback Stone Edge or something? Payback Rock Slide? Do they not have a bait move? I think I lose this. Oh, wait, hold on. It's not terrible for me. It's just not good. They should have... I guess if they come in for Hawthorne, I stay in, right? So I guess it makes sense why they did this. Can I swap out? Oh, I can swap out. I don't know if this is good or not, but I can save myself. I don't know. I don't know if it's good, actually, but I think we can save the energy for later. I'm just going to throw Stone Edge in case they go for the catch. It's still better. It's enough to take him out, too. Who made this lineup with Shadow Scissor, Hydro Pump, Zoomer, Credilli? Ran to the same team a few more times last couple days? Really? I don't know. But Bastion apparently still beats that. So, beats the Hydro Pump with Zoomer, no problem. Okay. Yeah, they shield. That makes sense. I don't know if this is... They have what it takes. Yeah, I don't think they have enough. Am I just swapping Marowak here? No? I think we do that. Oh! Oh! That's big. That's big. They can't bubble me down. See, Rockhaven, this is why I play this team, man. Don't matter how bad it looks. You gotta play. You gotta play. Maybe? Actually, I might be in trouble here. No, it's fine. We're good. Oh, we survived that bullet seed, too. That's kind of crazy that we survived the bullet seed, but they don't survive the neutral mud slap. It's kind of how good Cantor Marowak is these days. All right, that's going to be my last... Oh, 4-1. Let's go. All right, that's going to be my last battle, and let's get into the tier list, because I have to do this tier list before it gets too late in the evening. And I know some people are still up late, anticipating maybe, so... I'll take it, though. That's pretty good. Oh, let me break down the math for you real quick, Meatball, so you can see, like, how egregious it was. 4-1, 4-1, 3-2, 3-2. Yo. It's a good team. I didn't go negative once tonight. 2-4-1s too. Quite good. All right, so let me... Yeah, we get tier list. Ultra League tier list. I have a... Bolterus? Or, what's Bolterus? Belly Bolt? For Great League. It's much different for the level 50. Yeah, I'm not really fully sure what you mean. Are you talking about... I assume you're talking about... Oh, gotcha. So you're talking about Belly Bolt, right? Yeah, Belly Bolt's really good. Okay. So let me tell y'all how ridiculous the guy that got first place is. And there's like rumors that he got all of his accounts banned, actually, including his main accounts. All right. So here's how it is. When the guy hits Legend last season, right? It was pretty early on, July 6th, but nothing too crazy. Hit Legend with a 60.8% win rate. 387 battles out of 637. You can tell because he posts a screenshot, you can see the record. Pretty understandable, especially when you hit Legend that early. Like, that's a pretty reasonable win rate, right? Even the best in the world are probably averaging around that, or maybe a little bit below, a little bit above that. He finished the season at 39-33. But again, the guy's stupid and puts the wins and losses of battles in the screenshot. And if you calculate it, after he hits Legend, he played 180 battles afterward. All right, which is not a lot. It's actually, what, 180 battles is less than about a fourth of his battles he played to hit Legend. That's fine. Not everyone has to play a bunch afterward, but very consistent climb. He won 176 wins and 4 losses. It is literally impossible. It is literally impossible to have that high of a win rate. Especially in Go Battle League of all things, it is literally impossible. No one's even cracked like 70% win rates in that elo range. Or maybe even 65. Like, that's actually insane. But anyway, pretty egregious, 98% win rate. So, yeah, I actually don't know the logistics of it. Because... Oh, Bastion. Gotcha. Yeah, I would use... if you're not familiar with PvP IVs, definitely watch this video. Because you don't want like perfect IVs, especially with Great League and Ultra League. Unless like certain Pokemon, they can't max out anything else. Here, let me post it in the TikTok chat. Yeah, take a look at that video. The only thing that's out of date with that is that whoever has higher attack wins Charge Attack priority, but that wasn't the case when I made that video 6 years ago. but it is the case now. Yeah. So essentially what the guy did, because people stopped running into him because he was so high up, right? And people were like, well, we don't have footage of the battles. So leading up to it, he was apparently stream sniping a lot of like high elo streamers. But then why the guy apparently got discount banned plus a bunch of other ones is because he had a ton of alt accounts also on the leaderboard. And then the alt accounts would climb so high that he would just queue up at the same time. And because there's so few people that high up on the leaderboard, if he picked a random enough time, he matched up against his alt accounts, and his alt account would just people probably assume that he just quits out with his alt account. But I really am curious. Obviously, this guy would never be brave enough to like actually do an interview or show his face or whatever, or show his voice. But like, I'm genuinely curious how that's even possible, because you have to climb to the leaderboard with multiple accounts. And like, unless he's actually using an exploit, which people haven't found evidence of, and I think if he was, people would have noticed by now, right? Even with the alt accounts. The guy legitimately climbed to legend and beyond with multiple accounts to do this. Which is like, honestly, still really impressive. Yes, he didn't actually have a 98% win rate on his main account, but the fact that you could get multiple alt accounts into the leaderboards, onto like page 1 leaderboards and beyond that, so that you are like, I think in the top 20 of leaderboards, I heard he had like 5 to like 6 or 7 accounts were in that top 20. I don't know how. The guy's clearly still good at the game, right? But like, it's absolutely wild how much energy and time it took to do that, for starters. And second, the skill it takes is still impressive. Because trust me, I'm trying, right, in my battles. Yeah, sometimes not paying attention, sometimes I mess around. But for the most part, I'm not trying to lose. I never tank. If I lose a game, I legit lost it, right? I've never like top left it and just left a game just to like drop my elo and climb back up. That's just not my thing, right? But I'm like, I didn't hit page 1 of the leaderboards, right? I know a lot of good players that didn't. The guy had multiple accounts sitting on page 1 leaderboard to get to that range. Genuinely, it's baffling how much time it took to do all that. Just time alone. But also, the guy was probably really locked in when he was playing, even his alt accounts. Yeah, I don't know. Man, it's wild. Anyway, I feel also really, like, it's kind of sad if you think about it. Because imagine the amount it takes to feel that, right? And to do it. It's just like, it's kind of sad, right? To think that you're going to spend all this time to show off on this. Everyone pretty much knows, or at least the top players in the community knows, that he's a fraud. And to do all that just to get all your accounts banned. For what? For what? You know what I've been doing almost every day? I've been checking his Twitter accounts every day and refreshing it to see if he had a crash out moment when he got all his stuff banned. Because he hasn't posted anything since. I don't think he's going to give me that satisfaction. But yeah, it's you know, it's ethically, it's not great. You know, it's not great for the game, whatever. But honestly, it's kind of impressive. It's actually kind of impressive at the same note. But yeah, what's his Twitter? Here, I'll post it for you all. But he hasn't really posted much, you know. All I know is that he follows less and less people every single day for whatever reason. So yeah, I'll post it in the respective channels. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, he hasn't really posted much. He knows, obviously, like, people are onto it. He's just like rubbing in people's faces. So the account name was GG's like Chaka or something. Chake? I don't know. Yeah, like, this is a GG's 489 Chakes 17. X Chakes. They have almost 300k catches. Like, imagine doing all that just to get your account banned? For what? For what? Just to show off? Like, there's a chance this guy was a spoofer too, right? Like, I wouldn't doubt that. I think the guy is based in Japan. But either way, like, what's the point? I assume even if you're spoofing, that takes a while to do, right? Am I wrong? His main account is Panda something. Oh, his main account isn't even this? Wait, this is not his main account? How do you know, Rockhaven? Wait, DM me, Rockhaven. I'm curious. Broad dedication detective. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't the one that did all the detective work, but I just like pieced together what other people said. Yeah. Yeah, so they probably he probably also used like some error 6 like dodging mechanic or whatever. Because I faced that last season, like towards the end of the season where someone was trying to hit legend, and it seemed like they were forcing dodging. So if it had a bad lead, they might just force quit out. So that's also a possibility too. Because the guy didn't have a lot of battles after hitting legend, right? So he was definitely very cherry picking his battles. But anyway, let's get into this tier list. Enough rambling about all that, because you know, I mean, it's an interesting story for what it's worth. But let me set this up real quick. But for those that are curious how Ultra League is gonna look this season, let's get into that because I'm sure people are curious. All right, let me just change this title real quick, and then we'll get into it. There's a lot of changes, obviously, so even to Ultra League, so definitely worth taking a look at. But yeah, welcome in everyone. Oh, I do not have the right chat open, so let me just change that real quick for my YouTube audience. All right, so welcome to my Ultra League tier list for the Tales of Transformation season. There's going to be a decent amount of changes between this and last season, in my opinion. Some stuff is still really strong though, like Corviknight, for example. But yeah, this meta is definitely a lot different for a couple reasons. So let's talk about the actual things that got changed for starters, and then we'll talk about like the top of the meta stuff because yeah, I think that's going to make a much bigger difference. I didn't include everything on here. I took some stuff off. Honestly, I should have taken Mean Xiao off, but I just forgot. I took off Garchomp because it's pretty hot garbage. Let's just put the Ming Xiao here for now because it is just actually like trash. So we don't even need to worry about it. Tokius did move up a lot in the rankings. It's 9th overall. So quite good. Has a lot of winning matchups against the Dragons. Virizion, you know, it's not going to have a good time, especially without Stone Edge. If you're running that, you're just like so walled off. It's crazy. Even with Stone Edge, it's not a good time. They recommend Dazzling and Aura Sphere, but I can see a world where you run Ancient Power, kind of like what I've been doing here. You're a lot worse into neutral matchups without Dazzling Gleam, but yeah, let's put Togekiss up to top meta for now. I think it's actually quite strong. It has a lot of really good coverage. Lapras, it has great coverage into. Bellable, you're going to lose to. But against Corviknight, you beat Corviknight. Because Sand Attack plus Air Cut just not going to cut it. That's kind of crazy though, right? You're beating like a flying Steel type doesn't even it only takes neutral from fighting damage. Yeah. I got a rank 1 Shadow Kingdra? What? That's crazy. Kingdra is actually kind of up there. Oh, Ricardo, yeah, you ran into someone else that was kept airing out. Yeah, I think they're just like dodging. I assume you won the lead, right? Is that what happened? Though how much he put to climb on other accounts, doesn't it take faster to just climb seriously? Well, at that elo range, no. Because none of the players are even close in that top of the leaderboard to have a 98% win rate, right? Because he didn't have to play a lot of battles. He played only 180 battles to go from 3,000 to almost 4,000 elo. And it's really hard to gain elo at that level because you're not gaining much for every win because you're so much higher than everyone else, right? So he's only getting like maybe 30, 40 is probably most generous for a 5-0 at that elo range. Whereas like everyone else is probably getting around 50, right? 30 is probably not like, yeah, that much. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, so that being said, yeah, I'm glad Scopely took appropriate measure. Yeah, that's just what I heard. I don't know any confirmation on that, but that's just what some people have been saying. Yeah. Someone say Chin Chow. Yeah, I read Drago in the lead and he had Toxtricity for some odd reason. That's why are you trying to even climb at that point if you're running Toxtricity? Anyway, a few other things are actually quite up here that is kind of surprising. Crustle is actually fairly high on the list here. Crustle is ranked 21 overall, which is definitely higher than it's been in many, many years. The Rock Wrecker is nice if you can land it in neutral matchups. I don't know if it's actually good, though. I don't think it's that good. I mean, it beats... yeah, it beats Belly Bolt with if you land a Rock Cracker, I guess. You go into Lapras for Alligator. Like, I kind of get those, but, like, I don't love it. You do lose to Corviknight. You have some coverage in some things. I mean, you only take neutral from Aura Sphere, which is kind of nice. I think it's okay. I will put it here for now. I'm amenable to bringing it up to meta, but I think for now, I'll keep it there. Yeah. Wonder what his losses were? I wonder if he just messed up, like, when you're trying to snipe someone. You know, here's the thing. No matter how much you exploit or how much you, like set yourself up for victory, if they're playing a real game, even he can lag out. So, yeah. But, you know, it's kind of how it goes. Charizard is definitely kind of an interesting one for Great League. It's not bad for Ultra League. I mean, Dragon Breath has a little bit more utility. Blast Burn, Air Cutter. You have a lot of dragons you could potentially face off against. I'll put it at fringe meta. I think Talonflame's probably a little bit better still. But, you know, yeah, I don't love Shadow Charizard, just even in Great League. But I think it's okay. Yeah. Aromatisse is probably not much of anything, honestly. Charm. Moveset choice. I'll just put it bad for now. I don't think it's actually great. You might have like some utility here or there, but not too much. Raichu is not the best. Honestly, just put that at bad too. I mean, it's okay, but it's just not like... There's just better electrics. Yeah, you have more coverage on Lone Raichu, but like Belly Bolt stat product and just bulk is just so much nicer. So, dude, this is how bad it is. You lose to Belly Bolt with Raichu, and you have a coverage move with Trailblaze. They're just throwing straight resistant electric moves. Yeah, it's just not... It's not the best. I mean, they have Sucker Punch, but still. Raikou, another electric type. I mean, I think it's actually better than Raichu. It's ranked 30th overall, but this has kind of always been a sim hero. I'll put it in fringe. I don't think it's actually good, but the Aura Sphere could make it a little bit more neat, I guess. Yeah, I wish Raichu could be better, but... You should take a water break. This stream is great. Thank you. Thank you, Storytime. Yeah, I will drink some water for sure. You don't see what he fully did wrong. Well, multi-accounting is against TOS, for starters, right? And then stream sniping is technically against TOS for, like, if you're a Twitch user or whatever. I don't know if it's against TOS for Pokemon Go, though. But I think he was also implementing some type of dodge mechanic where he would just, like, force the opponents to crash out of their games in the lead if he had a bad lead. Because I think that's what happened. Like, Rockhaven was saying it earlier, that one of his friends queued up from them. Yeah. But, yeah, such bad stat product. Yeah, unfortunately for Raichu. Raikou, though, it could be okay. It's not that good, but it could be okay. Kingdra was something that I mentioned briefly, but it does have a slightly better bait move now with Swift, I guess. It's ranked 23 overall. It's not bad. I just don't know if you use it over other dragons, but it's not bad. I mean, let's take a look at it in terms of dragon rankings. Regidrago was at number 4. Kingdra is actually technically the second highest ranked dragon. So, Shadow Kingdra in particular. So, maybe. I don't know. You think it's good? It does beat Belly Bolts. You lose to Corviknight. You lose to, like... You definitely lose to Togekiss. I think it's also one of those sim heroes, because if you can land the Outreach, great. If not, it's, like, kind of weird. I'll put it above these for now. It might be meta. It might be. But... I think Regidrago might just be a little bit better. Yeah, assuming you don't face a fairy, right? Like, if you face a fairy with Kingdra, the Swift's not really going to save you. It's going to make it a little bit better, but it's not really going to save you, I feel like. Yo, say yes to the Ness. Dude, you taught me something really important there. Shadow Malamar beats Togekiss with 2 shields. That was crazy. That was actually insane. No, you legit had me pulling up Sims after that. Because I was like, and I thought about running it myself. But I couldn't think of a good enough team. I guess I could copy your team. But no, GG's. Yeah, Shadow Malamar is kind of nuts. I'm wondering if people are kind of sleeping on Shadow Malamar a bit. I don't know. But, yeah, that was nuts. That was actually wild. Well played for sure. Yeah, because if you could have flipped switch if you really want to. But I think I lose that game even if I... Yeah, I lose that game either way, I think. But... Yeah, that thing was... I think my only win con there is I had to throw a Bone Club, then swap over. But, yeah, that was insane. That was insane. Okay, let's take a look at the other dragons. So, Latias is at 43, and then the Shadow is at 51. Latios is way further down at 128 and 129. Yeah, I don't think either of these are good in any way. Maybe I'll put Latias at fringe and Latios at bad. It's not that big of a difference for what it's worth. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love them. Hey, what's up, King Vegeta? I am. I mean, it's only a little before midnight for me, but yeah. I guess I'm kind of a night owl, unfortunately. Which probably not great for my long-term health, but you know. We'll try to adjust that someday. All right, Dragonite is actually pretty far down, surprisingly, at 129 for the Shadow, and then 276 for the non-Shadow. I think it's because the Thunder Punch just doesn't hit hard enough. I don't know. I'm actually kind of surprised by it. But you don't really have coverage moves with... you don't have a Dragon charge attack, right? So you're kind of worse into opposing dragons. I kind of feel that a bit. I think the typing's still solid, though. I probably wouldn't put it at meta. I think it's still good, though. I don't think the rankings are doing it justice. I put it here. I think it could be okay, but I don't think it's as good as it is in Great League, for what it's worth. Yeah, I don't think it's so. Tornado's at 82. Incinerate, Brutal Swing, Dragon Claw. It's definitely a neat typing-wise. I don't know if it's going to be good, though. It's kind of hard to use. Like, people haven't really been using Tornado in Great League, right? For those reasons. For similar reasons, I guess. I mean, obviously, there's, like, Marowak users everywhere. Komodo's all the way at 28. This is actually kind of nice. Claying Scales, Upper Hand, Dragon Tail. If you avoid the Tokus, you're good. But that's why Tokus is so strong. Because, like, it just hard walls so many of these matchups. I think it could be meta, though. I think it could be meta. Let's just throw in Regidrago. I know I'm going through, like, the recent change stuff. But let's just go Regidrago here. Regidrago looks kind of insane. Yeah, it beats so much. I think it's actually kind of wild. As long as you avoid the Fairy. It's not even that bad in the Corviknight, I feel like. Against Corviknight, you win if you have a 1 shield advantage. 1-0 shield advantage. Oh, wait, they have this running Hyper Beam. Why? Why is it running Hyper Beam? This should be running Breaking Swipe. Yeah, that's PV Poke is kind of trolling us a little bit. I mean, hey, I know the creator, he's a great guy, and I know like he's not going to have everything exactly in order all the time because there's so many things. All right, with Breaking Swipe against Corviknight, yeah, you still don't win any evens, but still, I think Regidrago is actually quite nice. What I don't like about the matchup in beginning, it says win or lose by PvP. What do you mean? What do you mean by the win or lose message? You mean on like PV Poke? I was considering using a Fiverr to help me teach. Set my streams to have the mons and attacks on the screen. I'm recording my battles and make content, but I'm a little nervous to make it. Hey, I think honestly, like my best recommendation is like just try stuff, right? If you look at my old videos, it's a lot worse, right? Just mess around and fine tune your own kind of style, and it'll be fine. Wait, so specific to streams, have the mons attacks on screen. So if for streaming purposes, you just use OBS. OBS is a free software that all top streamers pretty much use. Don't use Streamlabs or anything like that. OBS is absolutely free to use, and it's the best software. Yeah, and once you set up, it's like almost like setting up like a PowerPoint slide. It's actually not too hard. Obviously, if you want to get fancy with it, it looks different. But my layout's like pretty basic too. Yeah, I'll let my content speak for itself, I guess. Yeah, most effective tactics available. Yeah. I randomly had a rank 11 Togekiss for Ultra League, so that's exciting use. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't have a lot of good ones either because I just didn't get to play that community much. But yeah. Oh, Salamence is up here too. Let's take a look at Salamence. The Shadow is ranked 119. I actually have a good one for Ultra League, a Shadow one. I don't think it's good, but it has Fly and Brutal Swing. The moveset is kind of neat. But it's like, to put it in context, it's ranked 1 spot below Palkia. Not even Palkia Orchard, Palkia Altered. Yeah, I don't think this is particularly good, but yeah, I'll put it there. I don't think Latias is good either, actually. I'll put Latias as bad too, but Hybrid makes sense on Drago because Breaking Swipe costs the same energy as Dragon Energy. Oh, wait, it does? Oh, shoot. I did not know that. Wait, Breaking Swipe is the same energy as Dragon Energy? That's crazy. I thought Dragon Energy was so much more. Oh, snap. No. No, you know what's even crazier? Dragon energy is cheaper than Breaking Swipe. It's not even the same energy. Yo, Regidrago gonna be kind of insane. I'm gonna start swapping some Regidrago for Ultra League. Wait, that's nuts. I didn't realize that Dragon energy was that cheap. Because Breaking Swipe used to be cheaper, right? I'm almost positive. I don't know. I haven't really been running myself. Yeah, it's Breaking Swipe was cheaper, right? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's actually more expensive than Dragon Energy. That's kind of insane. It's gonna be crazy in Great League, but I don't know how it's been sick. Trust the Soundmans? Yeah. Look, I'll be happy to be proven wrong. Soundmans being meta relevant is actually pretty dope. So, oh, Flygon is actually another one too. Flygon is definitely better for meta cups. Maybe like Fantasy Cup, but not so much in. Definitely not in Open Ultra League. And this is an Open Ultra League tier list, so I'll put this at bad for now. Yeah, I just don't think it's... Dragon Tail is also like a little bit harder to use. Yeah, I'll put it at bad. It's not like hot garbage, but it's just not... It's not good. But, you know, maybe when Fantasy Cup comes around, it might be okay. Tyrantrum, that is also another... A lot of dragons, actually. Yeah, that one's not that great, too. Even with Rock Tomb, it's pretty bad. I'd probably put it worse than... I probably put it worse than even Flygon, honestly. Yeah, Guzzlord, another man. There's a lot of dragons in Ultra League. I mean, there is in Great League too, but like meta relevant ones, like definitely a good chunk. This one's typing is definitely more unique and stuff, and you know, Brutal Swing, Dragon Call, decent coverage. It's not great, but it's not bad. I think I put it like right there. I'm a little mixed on Kingdra. Its sim is really good, but I don't know if it's actually good. Yeah, that's crazy though about the Dragon Energy. I did not realize that. Good call out. Lumino, good call out for sure. All right, let's take a look at some of this other stuff. Giratina, it's definitely dropped a bit in the rankings, but I think it's still really good. The typing and the bulk is something not to be underestimated with. Obviously, it got the Dragon Breath changes, Dragon Call, all that stuff. Yeah, the Shadow variant as well, though non-Shadow sims a bit better because, you know, bulk is probably just way too good. Still, I'll put it in meta. It's still just hyper meta, in my opinion. Yeah. Dragalge is probably not one that's going to be so good, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It's actually ranked higher than Dragonite for what it's worth. But I think Dragonite is not as good as the rankings would say it is. I think the thing with Dragalge that I put it lower is because it's not that it's bad. It's just that you have better Dragon options. You know, it doesn't do as much uniqueness. So you have just better Dragon options. Speaking of better Dragon options too, I think Goodra is also one that has better Dragon options than it currently has. So it's just not as good. Yeah, Raikou might be okay. I might have to move Raikou down a bit. I don't know. I think I would not be surprised if I get steamrolled by Raikou one day. So I'll leave it there for now. I mean, I could technically get steamrolled by any of these things in the right situation, but... Oh, Zygarde. I forgot about Zygarde. Zygarde is an absolute monster still in terms of stat product and bulk. I'll put it here. In the right situation, this is pretty nasty. Especially in a Belly Bolt meta, you have to consider this. You have to consider Zygarde. Yeah. I got you an easy 5 vote. Yo, let's go. The Bastion team. Alolan Ninetales looks like some nice anti-meta. Yeah, actually. I do rate that. Let's see Alolan Ninetales. Is there any other dragons left? I might have missed one. We'll go back to it. Ninetales. Now that you brought that up, let's take a look. So Shadow Alolan Ninetales is at 58 overall. Powder Snow, Weather Ball, Dazzling Gleam. Pretty good coverage. It's really good into Togekiss, right? Okay, so let's think about this. It's good into Togekiss. It's good into Regidrago. Good in this. I mean, there's dragons everywhere. Right now, it's actually really, really good. Let me put it for meta for now. I might actually bump it up a bit. Yeah, I think it's actually kind of neat. Because also, like, fairy types are in a weird position right now where they're not really running charm. Like, let's take a look at Clefable, right, real quick. Like, Clefable is still 31 overall. Obviously, we're in Fairy Wind. I think it's quite solid still. There's going to be a lot of dragons in this meta, right? So, good fairies are definitely really, really solid, in my opinion. Are there any other fairies? Florges. That's not a good fairy, but it's not a bad fairy. It's just not a good fairy, I feel like. Let's see. Florges has 65. It's okay. It's okay. It's not, like, amazing, but it's okay. It's again, kind of one of the situations where, like, there are better options. I think it's maybe better than some of these on standalone, but there's just better fairy options. So, I think that's totally fine. Oh, Tinkaton. That is at 24. It's super expensive, right? I think most people don't have this build. Definitely not me. But this thing is pretty nasty. It is pretty nasty. It has, I mean, you're not bad into Togekiss, right? Does it win against? It should win against Togekiss, I feel like. Because the stat part is kind of insane. But Togekiss's Aura Sphere is definitely no joke either. Let's see here. Yeah, you win every evens. That's really good, actually. Tinkaton is actually pretty solid. It also beats Regidrago too, right? I think this is actually like an S tier pick. Yeah. I'd be surprised if it's like... definitely meta at a minimum, but it's just not... It's just, like, not common enough. I did take Tapu Bulu off... Tapu Fini off of this. It's just, like, not been relevant ever since they nerfed, Surf. Yeah. I think, I'll put this at Fringe, probably. Its coverage is a little bit more unique than Florges. I don't know. I actually don't like it that much. I'll put it at bottom of Fringe, I guess. Like, this doesn't really beat much now. Yeah, maybe the occasional Talonflame, but there's not even that much Talonflame, right? Like, what does this really beat? I don't think I'll put it at bad. It's definitely not on bad levels, but it's not very good, I guess. Let's go over some of the other stuff that's got changes. Crocodile. Yeah, it's pretty hot garbage. I'm not even going to stress too much about that. Nidoqueen is probably not back by any means, but the Mudslap does give it some okay coverage, I guess. It's like Nidoqueen's awkward even to like Togekiss in a way. I put it in Fringe for sure. Its coverage is a little bit more unique, so I'll give it some credence, but you're good in the Tinkaton. So if you get it in the right spot, it could be okay. But overall, I'm not a huge fan. Was thinking how A/ should be everything A and S, then remember Togekiss just one-shots it. Yeah. Togekiss, I mean, Alolan Sandslash, it's just like feels like you want it to be a little bit bulkier, but just doesn't really get there. They need to give all the Tapus Fairy Wind. If they could all learn it, yeah. They all have Nature's Madness, right? I don't think it necessarily helps all the Tapus that much, but why not, you know? Also, I don't really mind if they give more things that have fast attack differences, because that's not going to really impact our roulette that much. Oh, wait, let me bank a set real quick on my GPO so that I have it for tomorrow. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. We got Toxicroak, which it's kind of not great, honestly, in this meta. Poison Sting, Dynamic Punch, Shadow Ball. I put it really far down, but I think it honestly could be in the bad category. The Teeny got the Confusion buff, but again, not the best. Put it in Fringe. It has like some okay coverage, but not the best. Delphox is definitely not good. That's definitely in the bad category. I'll put it... Delphox is like even worse than some of these things. Incineroar, another fire starter. Not good either. Like, it's hard to use in this meta. I think it's better than Delphox. The Slow Brothers are also not the best. Galarian Slowbro. I don't even think I could even consider it Fringe. It's just not good enough. Galarian Slow King. It's even worse. Even worse. Honestly, maybe this. I don't even know. And then Slow King. Like slightly better, maybe. I don't know. All these are like pretty awful, I would say. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave it at that. Empoleon is number 7 overall. Quite nice. The Shadow beats Togekiss. Why does that beat Togekiss? Is it because... So, Stat Product in Ultra League might be a little bit... No, it's actually pretty much similar. So, it just depends on who wins Charge Attack Priority, I think. Because if, let's say, Shadow Empoleon loses Charge Attack Priority, how does that go? This is a key point to know. You lose his 2 shields. You lose the 2 shields against Togekiss with the Shadow even. That's actually kind of insane. What about the non-Shadow? The non-Shadow, if you lose Charge Attack Priority, how does that go? So, interesting. So, the non-Shadow, you lose 0 shields, but you win the 1s and 2s. I mean, it's good. It's definitely going to be a powerhouse. this season. You lose a Corviknight, which is unfortunate. You lose a Belly Bolt. You lose a Lapras even. That's not good. I think the downside of Empoleon is you lose to way more other things in the meta, whereas Togekiss doesn't. So, like, if you're going to lose to Belly Bolt anyway, why not just run the Togekiss over the Empoleon? I mean, I guess their coverage is, like, slightly different, but still. All right, this will be a good test. If Regidrago can beat it, that's not as good as it seems. Okay, you lose to Zeros, which is kind of crazy. And then against the Shadow, you win all evens with Shadow. Okay. I think it's good. We'll put it at top of meta. I don't know if I put it in the S tier. I don't know. There's like a lot of things in this meta that beat it pretty well, right? Like there's going to be Mud Slappers for the Belly Bolt, which obviously inversely impacts Empoleon. Empoleon losing to Lapras is really tragic, you know? Like that should not be the case because you resist every one of his charge attacks. But you lose to 1 shields. You win those 0s and 2s. And then that's a Shadow. And then the non-Shadow, you lose to 2s. Yeah, that's kind of not good. I mean, it's good, but it's not like, I don't know. I think Lapras is still up there, though, quite a bit. I might even put Lapras up in the S tier. Yeah, I think it's ranked 3 overall. It's really, really good still. It's quite good. Pogo owes it to be the video game series to just overtune Incineroar like crazy one season. The problem with Pokemon Go is that the moment they like open like Pandora's box, they can't really close it very easily without like doing a bunch of changes. Like that's what happened with Lantern, right? Lantern was like such a nuisance the moment they gave it Surf, and they just kept going back and forth on like nerfing Spark, you know. They changed Thunderbolt, I don't know, but they like nerfed Spark bunch of times, or they tried to, and then they changed Surf, and that didn't really help it, you know. I mean, that finally did it, but the Surf was what really needed to do it. But Surf impacted so many other things, right? And so it's kind of like a little bit unfortunate. And Incineroar has a lot of overlapping moves to other stuff, so they would have to tune. They'd give it like a special move maybe. But it has Darkest Lariat. It had to make Darkest Lariat better, I think. Yeah, Torterra, Mudslap, pretty bad. I'll just put it in the bad category, honestly. I don't think it's good. It's not great. I feel like you're just better off running Toadscrew at that point, but I don't actually even have Toadscrew on this list. I wouldn't really recommend it too much, but yeah, it's probably better than Torterra. Celebi is just, yeah, not good. It's bad. I feel like Celebi always ends up being in some similar area as the Raichu. What do you call it? Jirachi, the other mythical. Sadly, I don't think Incineroar even learns Sucker Punch. Oh, does it not? It seems like a move that it would learn in the main series game, but yeah, I guess not. Jirachi is at 26 overall. Kind of neat, actually. Confusion, Doom Desire, Aura Sphere. It has really good coverage. I don't think anything resists all 3 combinations of those moves. You obviously beat the Fairies pretty hard. You beat Lapras, which is actually kind of nice. You lose to Corviknight and Belly Bolt, the top 2 in the meta, but I don't know. It might be kind of usable. I don't know if it's going to be meta. It could be, actually. It could be. I might put this at the top of Fringe. There's going to be a lot of Mud Slappers to the problem. And the Belly Bolt and Corviknight beating it makes it really hard to run. Like, yes, it's really good into a lot of things in the meta, but if everyone has a Belly Bolt and a Corviknight on their team, and like a Mud Slapper or Ground, it's kind of uncomfortable, right? So it's kind of like when Grumpig was really high up in the rankings, but like everyone had like a Ghost on their team or Darks, and just like made it really hard. Gengar's not really relevant for much. It's actually 99 overall though, but I don't think it's good. We put at Fringe. I'll put at Fringe, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's good actually. You lose to Belly Bolt as well too. It's just like there's too many things that counter it in the meta. Put it like here. Yeah, I don't actually. It sims better than it may seem, but oh, I haven't thrown around here twice. My bad. I'll just avoid that. But Simeon, dude, this freaking fighter, man. I mean, I still like traded for XLs, but like this is actually just hot garbage too. Simeon, we'll just put it above the mean Shao. Venusaur, dude, this sludge. I know some people are hype about Venusaur, but I don't really think it's it. It's like, yeah, it's just not it. Put in like, it just doesn't really beat much, you know. I put it like here maybe. Honestly, it's probably better than Latias. Now I think about it. I don't think it's good though. It's just too hard to use. There's probably other better grass types. Let's take a look at the other grass types actually. So, Credilli's actually at the top at 34 overall. I think Credilli's solid. You have answers into Togekiss, which is nice. Clefable. Although Ninetales, you have things to hit back with. Like, it's like decent into a lot of these things. So I will put it at meta. Yeah, I think it's meta. You have a lot of play into a lot of things. So I think it's meta. It's just not like super meta, but it's not bad. Trevenant is kind of back in a way. It's number 2. Togekiss already getting annoying. Yeah. Jirachi wall by Golden Go. You're right. It is. Good call, Axon. This is why you're world champion. I'm not. But I hope that no one's really running Golden Go because I think you're going to give a lot of free wins over it. What's up, Yusuf? Yeah, it is. Jirachi is getting... or Togekiss is getting pretty annoying. Trevenant, though, is second highest at 90, which is not great, but it's not bad. It's that it kind of gets outpaced by a lot of things. Also, Togekiss is super annoying for it, right? Because the peck damage just adds up. Put it at, like, Fringe. Maybe here? Yeah, maybe here. Yeah. I don't really love Turtonator, how it looks. But I could be wrong, but I just don't really like how it looks. Victory Bell's on this list. I don't even have Victory Bell here because whatever. But Toadscrew as well. Venusaur's even further down. Yeah. Wait, where's Virizion at? Oh, Virizion's all the way at 162. I mean, I think it's still good. I just don't think it's as good. Corviknight with Air Cutter actually does make it kind of rough. Wow, it's kind of crazy to put Virizion in Fringe meta, but I actually do think it's kind of Fringe at this point in time. I think it's still a little bit better than Trevenant, but it is hard to use. It's quite hard to use. No, it's just double weak to flying too. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of feels bad, but like I kind of get why it's ranked so low in this current meta. It's really hard to use. Like I think some people can use it, but it's like much harder to use. There's so like being double weak to flying, and like this has flying coverage. This has flying coverage. Like, you know, things that, like, well, I guess you're not beating this, but, like, you know, you can't really beat stuff. Like, what are you really using for? Lapras? That's it. I mean, in Credillia, I guess. But, like, I wouldn't bring a verse out just for these two in the top meta. So, not so good. Abomasnow is pretty far down, too. This actually has Leafage on it. Yeah, I think Abomasnow is even harder to use in a way. Yeah, I'll put it above the Venusaur, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Even Venusaur feels a little bit... I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to use, actually. I'll put it here, I guess. Accent already got Golden Go. Ultra League ready for tomorrow. He's ready to counter all those Jirachi. Man. You know, when if I queue up into him, I'll know I messed up. All right, where's Superior at? Superior's even further down. Yeah, Superior's just like, it just has so little coverage. It's like... put it bad. Honestly, a lot of these are pretty interchangeable. All right, let's take a look at the top of the meta, though. Let's start rounding those out a bit. Corviknight, number 1 for obvious reasons. It's very, very good. It beats like a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, this thing's just absolutely a monster. It does lose to Togekiss, though. I actually think Togekiss is better than it. But it's going to be a weird triangle, maybe of like Togekiss, Bellibolt, and Corviknight, maybe. I don't know. That might be a team of 3 right then and there. Don't say I told you so, but if you see it, it's not the most unique idea, but it is quite good. All right, we'll put this at number 2, I think. Bellibolt is a little bit weirder because it's kind of hardwall by a lot of things. I don't like the consistency of Bellibolt. It is really strong. I just don't like the consistency of it. I'll put it here. It's kind of a monster, but it's just super, like... If you're in a bad spot, you're, like, in a really bad spot, right? I know some people said Stunfisk would be really good. It's 45 overall. It's not bad. Okay, so let's take a look at the Corviknight matchup. Yeah, I mean, you win that pretty consistently, so maybe that doesn't do it much. I thought that maybe, like, you could kind of hit back a little bit with the paybacks, but not really. No, you can't really do too much there, so. You know, Stunfisk is okay. I actually think it could be pretty good. There's going to be a lot of other ground types, though, right? I think Mud Slappers are going to be pretty prominent here. So even though you're good, you lose pretty hard to the other Mud Slappers. You lose to Regidrago. Unova Stomp in Ultra League is pretty underwhelming. It feels pretty underwhelming. Also, this is like a pretty unfun matchup there. I think it could be meta. I think it could be meta. Like, it has a lot of play into this. I mean, beats this, beats this, beats this. Beats this. It beats a lot of the top meta picks by itself. Yeah. You use Ultra League each slash instead? Yo. Oh, yeah, that also does wall it off, right? Yeah. It's going to be one of the... Yeah, I think so. I actually think it'll be solid. It's just like, having played Unova Stunfisk a lot in the past, even in Ultra League, it's... I don't know. It's not the easiest to run. It doesn't feel very good at times, but... maybe. I could be wrong, though. I would hope... I don't know. Do I want to be wrong here? It's a little bit less RPS than Belly Bolt, but it's still like pretty RPS. Like if you're into like a Virizion, you're just screwed, right? Zapdos did get a Drill Peck buff. I don't think it's actually that good, especially with Belly Bolt everywhere. I think it's kind of bad, hard to use. I mean, knowing that these things are fringe, I'll put it here, I guess. Honestly, this stuff might just be bad. I'm just gonna move it down. I don't like these at all, actually. Yeah, I don't think like I could generally say that th're actually good. Are we done with the electric types? We could take a look at Steel because it has like electric, like Thunder Fangs, I guess, but it's not really electric type. It's probably running Dragon Tail too. It's not bad in this meta. Like, you're good into Belly Bolt, obviously, but you're good into other dragons. Huh. It's a tough one because there's a lot of things that also beat it, right? That make it uncomfortable. I think Steelix is like flexible enough though that like you could do something with it. So maybe. I think it just depends on how you want to run it. Because if you run it with Thunder Fangs, it's not nearly as bad. I don't know. I think it could be okay. I don't know if I'll put it in hyper meta, but it's not bad. I think Tinkaton's a much better Steel type if you're going to run a Steel type, but not everyone has that, right? So resisting triple resisting dragon damage is kind of nuts on Tinkaton, actually, now that I think about it. And there's a lot of dragons. Oh, Magnusone's on here too. That's got a slight buff with Wild Charge or Volt Switch buff, but I don't think it's actually good. We'll put it here, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like being able to beat stuff like Corviknight is nice, but you like hard Lucid Belly Bolts. Put it here. Oh no, that one's probably could have been like better there, but oh, Lugia I'm kind of curious about too. So 68 overall with the Dragon Tail buff. Maybe. What does this beat? That's the real question. It beats Virizion, obviously. Gliscod, Regidrago. It beats the dragons. Beats Giratina altered. It's okay. I'll put it at fringe for now. I don't think it's good. There's a lot of electrics, right? You don't beat Corviknight, so honestly, it's probably bad. You don't beat Corviknight. I'll put it there, actually. It could be a lot of meta stuff, I guess, but I think it's just like you don't really have a lot of like chances to use it. Like if you're going to use this flyer that's weak to electric, just run Togekiss, you know? Registeel is at 12 overall. That's actually massively high. Obviously, you could like nearly one-shot Togekiss, which is good, but you also take a lot of super effect damage, and they outpace you. But you beat Regidrago, which is probably a big reason why it's so high up there. You beat Lapras. You actually lose to Corviknight is insane. That's like if I told you that a Skarmory lost to beats Registeel, right? Just imagine that in Great League. You lose the 1s and 2s against Corviknight? That's wild. What if they don't bait? If they don't bait, maybe not. Let me see here. My UI is really bad here. Yeah, okay, they don't even need to... yeah, they don't even bait. They don't need a bait to beat you. That's actually pretty sad. That's really sad, actually. I don't like that. Not a huge fan. I'll put it here. But the fact that Corviknight can beat you is kind of wild. Yeah. Which Scizor's better in Ultra League? Yeah, Yeah, it's just a little bit too frail. Everything else is too bulky in Ultra League, so you can't really muscle through stuff, right? That's the beauty of it in Great League. You can muscle through a lot, but you can't really do that. But let's take a look at it, actually, now that you mention it. I don't think it's going to be that great this season. 72 overall for the Shadow. Like, you just throw resistant moves at Togekiss even, right? You lose to Corviknight, you lose to Belly Bolts, you know, you lose obviously to all the fires. You barely beat Lapras. That's okay. I'll probably put it at Fringe. Maybe here. I think that's reasonable. Yeah. Let's take a look at some of these fire types actually, because there's a good chunk of those. Cancel Ninetales with Ember is at 27 overall. I don't love it. It's just like, it's all right. I mean, yeah, you're good into like, you know, Corviknight, but you lose to all the dragons, you know? It's just like too one-dimensional for my taste. You beat like, you know, Virizion, but like not a lot of people running that. If you land on Overheat, you could beat Lapras even, but it's okay. I'll put it there. Yeah. It's the best fire though. Skeldur's at number 2 at 42 overall, but second best fire type. Its typing's kind of unique. You're honestly pretty good into Togekiss, especially if they don't have Ancient Power. But even with Ancient Power, I think you probably win that. You lose to Corviknights? What the heck? Oh yeah, because they have payback. What if they don't bait you? If they don't bait you and they still beat you, that's pretty sad. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so if you don't bait, you win the 1s and 2s. If you don't bait. If they don't bait. But if they do bait, you might have loose guns here. You lose to 0s. Yeah, if they bait you, you lose to 1s and 2s. I don't love that. Like, I mean, obviously, like, baiting, getting hit by the payback kind of sucks, but, like, that's just, like, that's like the old Whiscash versus Altaria days, you know? Like, yeah, it's a great matchup for Altaria if you don't get hit by the Blizzard. If you get hit by the Blizzard, it's not that bad, you know, for the Altaria at all. And even a shield advantage on the Corviknight, you probably just win this. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll put it here, I guess. But that's pretty tragic, unfortunately, for the Skeldurge. That's kind of the downside, right, of a lot of the Corviknight running payback. But, you know, it's kind of how it goes sometimes. All right, Talonflame is the next one up. 55 overall. It's all right. You really lose to a lot of Belly Bolt and stuff like that. That's shenanigans. Here? I don't know. It's not... Fires aren't, like, looking super hot with all these dragon types around. I know. Ironic, right? They're not looking super hot. Anyway, enough with the puns. Typhlosion is pretty far down on the list, too. 167 overall. Might just put it, like... I don't know. Here. It's another one, though, where, like, it's, like, taking super effective damage from the stand attack, which is not great. But it's not as bad in some ways. I just don't think it's as good in this meta. A lot of dragons. Dragons are going to resist, like, the fire and the electric damage, right? So, not a fun time for them. All right, a bunch of random other garbage stuff we'll take a look at. So, let's just power through these. Sand Slash, like someone mentioned, gets one shot pretty much from the Ore Sphere. It's not bad, just not good. I'll put it here. Let's see if there's any... Is it just Weezing left for Fairy? I think so. Galarian Weezing is pretty high up there. They don't really get any buffs, but it's just pretty good, I guess, overall. Into dragons in particular. I don't know. It's like good into dragons. I don't know if I see a big world where you actually use this that much, though. I'll put it in Fringe, I guess. I don't really love it. It's okay. I don't really love it, though. I don't know. It's like in a weird spot. Because, like, Tinkaton's, like, around, right? Like, you just run Tinkaton over it. I just don't... Tinkaton's, like, harder. It's not as common because a lot of people don't have it. But it is actually quite good. Let's take a look at the water types, actually. So, we covered Empoleon. Feraligator's at 11 overall. Feraligator, I think, is still very, very strong. Do you beat Empoleon in any worlds? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I don't think you do. So, but... it's not bad, though, I think. You beat Corviknight. You lose to Belly Bolts. There's less Virizion around. But there's Empoleon, so there's that to contend with. I think it's Fringe. I want to put it in meta. I think it's Fringe. Maybe like here. Trevenant might be actually worse. Let's keep Trevenant up for now. But all right, Jellicent's at 20. Jellicent's is somewhere around here. I mean, it's much bulkier in Ultra League, so you have to give it a little bit more credit there. Tentacruel's at 33, and Tentacruel. Do I even have it on here? Right, here it is. It's good, especially in the Togekiss, but Tinkaton actually resists the poison damage. And I don't know. Corviknight is around. Corviknight makes it really hard to run, and Belly Bolt even. I don't love it. Let's put it here. I think it's actually pretty hard to use this season. Maybe I'll actually put it after these two. Yeah, I think it's actually hard to use. I'll put it here. Yeah, I'll put it here. Because Nidoqueen actually has some utility, right? Like, you're good into this. You're good into Belly Bolt. I think it's just hard to use because you're using a Mud Slapper. Aerial Ace, Sandslash, Nerf. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it even got Nerf too, which it wasn't even using. But Gastrodon is tragically at 35, but I actually think that Gastrodon's kind of nice. I actually think Gastrodon is pretty neat. Yeah, you do lose to a lot of these things, but like you beat this, right? You beat this. I don't know. You beat this as well. It's really RPS. I think it's good if you line it up in the right way, but obviously if you don't, it's really bad. I think it's actually kind of nice though. The rankings are not doing it justice. I actually think it's actually quite solid still. But you do lean heavily into RPS if you use it, so just beware if you want to give that a shot. Blastoise has dropped quite a bit for understandable reasons. I think I put it like maybe, I don't know. I don't really like how Blastoise looks in general here. Yeah. Samurot's even further down. Samurott just like was never really that good in my opinion, but maybe here. Yeah. Swampert even further down. Walreign's actually before that even. Walrein is, it takes super effective though. It's a problem. It's not as good as a lot of these other things. I think it's here maybe. And then Swampert, or sorry, that's Swampert, Walrein. Walrein's there. Swampert, I think, is, I don't know, it's just kind of weak too in many ways. Maybe I'll put Swampert. Yeah, no, it just doesn't hit hard enough anymore. Like, I don't think you even beat Corviknight, right? The non-shadow? You definitely don't. It just doesn't hit hard enough, and you can't get to moves as fast as you used to. Shadow listens to it too, so that's not ideal. All right, I think, and then we have Greninja, which is even further down. I don't know. It's not really the Greninja meta. The Togekiss makes it really hard to run. Belly Bolt, I actually don't think it's as bad as the rankings would say it is. Greninja is a very unique Pokemon. The coverage is unique. The typing's really unique. I mean, there's Sharpedo, but like, you know, let's be real. I don't know. I'd actually give it a little bit more credit, all things considered. But I think it's still like pretty hard to run. I think it's easier to run than like Swampert and Samurott though, even though it's not ranked, it doesn't say otherwise. But especially if you shield up, it could be kind of good. Golisopod is technically a water, but I see it more as a bug. It's 94 overall. Togekiss really ruins its day, honestly. Corviknight also makes it kind of annoying now that Air Card is faster. Belly Bolt's still around. It's pretty fringe, I'd say. Maybe here. Yeah. All right. Let's look at some of the. Let's look at other bugs. Fortress at 13 overall. This thing's actually kind of nasty because you're taking neutral from the Aura Sphere. You probably beat Corviknight as well. You lose to Belly Bolt, even though you have Earthquake, but it's not too bad because you have something to hit it back with. Beats Lapras for Alligator. This thing's actually kind of disgusting. I don't know. This thing's actually kind of nasty if you think about it. I actually think it's better than Ninetales. Yeah. This thing's actually, yeah, it's really expensive though to make, so just keep that in mind. Speaking of Blastoise, I tragically forgot to evolve my Shadow 98% for Great League. Oh, dang. Luckily, it's not super meta relevant right now, so maybe it's okay to hold off on it. But yeah. All right, Donphan. I have really good Shadow Donphan for Great League. Do you think it's worth building? No, not right now. I wouldn't. Oh, bless you, Chegs. I wouldn't run it right now. But it's good to hold on to. It's had like a few like metas where it's like, okay, it might be good in a limited meta actually, but definitely not in the open. But Donphan, speaking of Donphan, not the best. It's actually not good at all. It's okay. And Bison did get a slight buff, but like, I put it in the bad category, I think. Yeah. Hit Powdown, another ground type. Stand back Weather Ball. Weather Ball did get buffed. Scorching Hand got nerfed, but 66 overall. I don't think this is good. It's just a ground type that beats some of the stuff, but like, I don't know, I'll put it bad as well. I don't love it. Runarigus, ground ghost though. I get to know, yeah. 5 overall. Shadow Claw, Rock Tomb, Shadow Ball. It didn't really get buffed much, right? But it didn't get buffed at all, actually. But maybe just well positioned in this meta. So it beats Tinkaton, obviously, right? Beats Belly Bolt. The bulk of it is pretty nasty. You beat Corviknight. That's kind of wild, actually. You beat Corviknight, and they're going... I mean, they have payback for you, too. But you just debuff them. Yeah. That's actually a really neat one. I actually think that one could be pretty solid. Beating Corviknight, and you... and you have play into Togekiss, so you have the Rock Gym for Togekiss. I actually think Runarigus is kind of good here. No? Runarigus is actually really good now that I think about it. You're really safe into so many things. This is an S tier pick in my mind. This might be even better than Belly Bolt because it feels a lot safer, right? You beat Belly Bolt, you beat Corviknight, you probably beat Togekiss because you have Rock Tomb for it. Like, you debuff it so much that they can't do anything to you. You have way too much bulk. You beat Giratina Altered. I mean, you beat, like, other ghost types. What do you lose to? Like, you apparently lose to Skeletors, but you have play into that. Like, and they have to bait you, right? Probably to win that. You lose to Regidrago in the neutrals. But Runarigus is kind of insane, no? Tinkaton might be better, but it's just like not as accessible. I'll put it below that. But Runarigus. My music slaps? Yeah, here. If you want the playlist, it's an Avatar lo-fi mix. I'm a big fan of Avatar, one of my favorite shows. And I use this not just this playlist, but lo-fi mix from this guy for like most of my streams and YouTube videos. I got clearance from him. I just bought the album. I was like, can I use this? He's like, yeah, as long as you buy it. I was like, all right, cool. Let's do it. But yeah. All right, other ghost types. Yeah, Runarigus I think is actually really solid, so something to keep in mind. Driplim, kind of fallen off a bit. It's not bad. I just don't love it, but it's not bad still. It's actually still kind of good in my opinion. Put it here maybe. It's still really safe actually. I can't really hate on it too much. You just don't have a lot of play into certain things, but the constant debuffs is pretty annoying. Dusknoir is actually much higher though. It's 8 overall. I have never been a huge fan of Dusknoir, but it's okay, I guess. It's just super safe. It's super safe. Put it at top of Fringe. I don't think it's meta, but it is super, super safe. Miltank I probably shouldn't even have on here. I mean, it Bison got rebuffed a bit, but it's like, it's okay. Put it like here, maybe. Licky as well. I mean, the rollout nerfs really hurt these guys a lot, so Licky probably like a little bit behind it even. Skuntank I probably should not even really have on here too much. It's like not as good as it used to be. It's okay. I mean, a lot of these things are just like, yeah. Drapion as well, just not as good. It's never really been as good in Ultra League. It's like better, but it's not as good. Put it maybe like, I don't know, here. Yeah, it's definitely kind of Fringe. Yeah, no problem, Chris. If you're a big fan of Avatar, you probably like it. And if you haven't seen Avatar Last Airbender, you're in luck because you get to watch it for the first time, and I'm super jealous. One of my favorite shows. Cresselia with Confusion. Confusion did get buff. It's 16 overall. Grass Knot, Moonblast. But what does it beat is the real question. Doesn't beat Corviknight. Doesn't beat Belly Bolts. It probably could muscle through the Togekiss, actually. But it doesn't beat Tinkaton. Regidrago might have some play for sure, right? Renrique is kind of weird. Confusion damage will add up. I don't love it, but it is ranked really high. Put it like here, maybe. I don't know. Maybe here. I just don't see a lot of places where it has a place in the meta. It's good into a lot of random stuff. But the problem is, like, is it good into the meta? It's okay into the meta. It's not bad. It's just not good. You get walled off by all the steel types, too, you know? Well, not Empoleon, but you get walled by, like, Fortress. Actually, not Steelix even, but you don't win that matchup, right? So, yeah. Is that on Netflix? Yes, it is. Yeah, animated version. The live action is okay. The live action TV show, live action movie is absolute garbage. Live action TV show is good, but I recommend watching all the animated of Avatar: Last Airbender first, and then probably watch the animated animated Legend of Korra, which is a sequel to it, and then you can watch the live action. You can probably watch the live action Avatar after the animated one too, as well. But I definitely recommend watching the animated first. Cobalion. It's better than Verzion. Let's think about this here, right? You have some coverage play into this, but not great. You beat Corviknight, barely, but you beat Corviknight. You wall this off, so not too bad. You have play into Tink a ton, not great, but you have some play. You lose here, you're okay here, you're okay here. I actually think Cobalion is okay in this meta. I'd probably put it here. Because you beat the Empoleon too, right? There's a lot of things that it still beats. And because Verazion isn't in this meta, it's actually not too bad. I might put it here. Yeah, I think it's a little bit more liable than Gastrodon. With less Verazion, it helps you a ton. Let's take a look at the other fighters, though, because that is important. Primeape is always somehow higher than Annihilate, but I don't really think it's that good. I put it maybe here. Yeah. Annihilate is stronger, but again, it's like not the best meta for it. Put it right maybe here. Nah, maybe there. I don't know. You beat the other fighters. You can muscle through some matchups. Can you beat Corviknight is the real question. If Shadow Annihilate can't beat Corviknight, then that's a different story. Yeah, you lose to Corviknight too. I don't know what exact shield situation though. Let me see real quick. You win the 2 shields. You can muscle through like that. It's kind of like Great League actually. That's actually a good comparison. It's not bad. It's just a little bit too shield hoggy for my taste. But Machamp is on here. I don't really know why. It's ranked 100. Rockside did get a slight buff, so it's back to its old glory days, but just never really been that reliable, I feel. I think it's actually better than some of these other things though, for what it's worth. They put it here. I just think like there's just better fighters, right? Pangoro is all the way at 131, but I think this one has actually a little bit more unique ins coverage. I just don't know if there's a lot of like ghost types right now that's worth running this with. But I like the utility of it a little bit more than some of these other fighters, so I'll put it here. Because it's a little bit different, right? Again, like majority of the time, if you're gonna run the Primeape, you could just run Annihilate instead. The pacing is obviously a little bit different, but nothing too crazy. All right, Aurorus. Okay, Aurorus, kind of a sim hero in a way, but Weather Ball did get buffed. It's at 40 overall, which is kind of nuts. You take double super effective from Togekiss, but if you land a Weather Ball, you might be able to Powder Snow down. You beat Corviknight. You beat Regidrago. It's not bad. I don't like it though. It's not bad though. Maybe put it here. Yeah, it's not. It's kind of hard to use, but realistically, I don't know how much fighters are even going to be in this meta, so maybe not so bad. Empoleon also just kind of shreds you, right, with the Metal Sound and the Hydro Cannon. So, and they completely wall you off. I think that's the tough part. Is Empoleon is like kind of a monster into you. So, Ranguru got the confusion buff. It's not good, but it's not bad, I guess. I'll put it like here, maybe here even. Actually, I think it's actually better than a lot of these things. The coverage is okay. It's just that, you know, it's pretty bulky, but I just don't know if there's a lot of places for it in the meta. Galarian Moltres all the way at 14. That's actually kind of insane. Brave Bird, Sucker Punch, Fly. You could probably even run Payback with it, actually. It might be better for it, especially in the Corviknight matchup. Wait, hold on. You beat Corviknight? Oh yeah, because you resist the payback from them in Sandak. Wow. Actually, you beat Corviknight really hard with just straight up throwing resisted Fly and Brave Bird. That's actually kind of insane. You lose to Belly Bolt, obviously. But that's fine. You have like coverage into Togekiss even. So it's actually not even that bad. You lose to Regidrago pretty hard. But you beat Lapras even. Beating Corviknight is kind of not bad. Right. I think Moltres might have some utility here for sure. Where at in particular is a good question. Maybe here. I just don't like a lot of these matchups, right? Like you lose here, you lose this, you lose here, right? You lose a lot of these things, but at the same time, you also have a lot of play into like stuff, right? Flyers into the fighters and the dragons is like not bad at all. Malmar I'm really curious about too. Shadow Malmar is kind of gonna be hard to find, but super expensive to make XL investment. But it is 18th overall. I think against Togekiss though in Ultra League, it's not going to be as good. You lose to Corviknight too, which is not great. But you beat Belly Bolt. What? That's kind of neat. You resist the Sucker Punch, so I'm sure that helps a lot. Yeah, playing Lapras, Giratina. It's not bad. It's really not bad. I think you kind of need the Shadow to do all this, because the non-Shadow is 67. It's kind of a big difference. It's kind of a very massive difference, actually. So I'll put it maybe a little bit less reliable than some of these things. I think it's actually kind of solid though. Yeah. Other dark Pokemon that have really fallen off is Umbreon. I think one day I'll just take this off the tier list. It used to be an absolute powerhouse in Ultra League, but now it's just like kind of like meh. You're really underwhelming there. Why Coffin so high? Great question. You have played into this, especially with Rock Tomb, right? Let's not forget the Rock Tomb, because I think a lot of us are conditioned to thinking that it's how like Sand Tomb and Brutal Swing or whatever, or Shadow Ball. But the Rock Tomb is what changes a lot of these things. Beats this. It beats Corviknight. Even though Corviknight has payback, it beats that. Especially because the Rock Tomb buffs just add up. You lose to here, but you have neutral play. You win this, right? Because you're ground type. Well, I guess it depends on the moves you're running, but it's not bad, right? They don't really have a lot of great moves to throw at you besides play rough. You win this, right? Or you have played to this with the Rock Tomb. You beat this. It's got a lot of... It doesn't really get walled off by anything here. It has like a lot of play into all these things, you know? So it's actually quite good. It's actually quite good. Yeah. I think, man, I really need to work on mine for Ultra League, but... Going to run my fun GBL team in Ultra League tomorrow. Como-O, Dilly, and Polion. Ooh, that does look pretty fun, actually. What do you not want to run into there? If you're running Acid, Credilly, you're pretty good. Togekiss lead is really annoying for the Empoleon, but it's not unmanageable. It's just kind of annoying. But yeah, something to watch out for if you see it. All right, Grumpig is at 10 overall. Do we believe this is really 10 though? I don't know. Alright, important factor is to look at what it beats. It doesn't beat Belly Bolt, it loses to Corviknight, it loses to Regidrago. It beats like Annihilate, Virizion, Lapras, but like there's only one of those things that are like hyper meta. Galarian Weezing a bit, but like I don't think that's gonna be super meta either. Grumpig's kind of just a sim hero, and unfortunately a lot of things that it beats is just not super meta. So yeah, I mean he has a little bit more play into Corviknight, but I just don't like how it looks right now. I don't really like how Talonflame looks though, for what it's worth. But I think Talonflame has a little bit more utility into like Togekiss, so put it there. Yeah. All right. Some of these other stuff. Okay, we got Bronzong, which did it get a buff? The Gyro Ball got a buff. Oh no, it doesn't even learn Gyro Ball. Oh, Confusion got a buff, but you're not really. I don't know. It's like a worse Jirachi, right? It's just. Put it in like the bad category, I guess. It's just like there's better things to run over it, I think. Yeah, I don't think it's like necessarily super bad, but it's just like there's just no reason to run it over the Jirachi in my opinion. Gliscor, Shadow, it's okay, 62 overall. What does it beat? Not Togekiss, probably not Corviknight. It's not really useful for much. Yeah, I don't know. This is one that especially with Earthquake too, is like kind of nerfed. Put it here. It's like in the bad category, I guess. It's not. It's just like I just don't really see a lot of places for it. But all right, and then Golurk. I need to take this off my tier list someday. 76 overall, but it's just not that good, I feel. Where's the Donphan at? Did I put Donphan higher? Oh, no, Donphan's right there. I'll put it around. I don't know. The typing is also not great. Put it here, maybe. Yeah, I think I'll put it right after that. Mandibuzz used to be pretty good. Kind of getting outpaced by a lot of things. Aerial Ace also got nerfed a bit, so not the best. I think it's still okay, but it's just, I mean, if Umbreon is here, then we have to consider it a little bit, right? Maybe here. Yeah. And then Greedent. Body Sim did get rebuffed a bit, but still 340 overall. I'll put it after the Umbreon. I mean, I think it's okay, but it's just like not as good. It could beat. No, it loses the Belly Bolt. That's kind of wild, actually. You lose Corviknight too. Yeah, I don't know. It's not good. I might just put this in the bad category, actually. I think Umbreon has a little bit more play than it, but Bombardier, probably not the most meta-relevant flying dart type. I don't know. It's like better than some of these things, but not by much. Yeah. All right, and then the final Pokemon is Armor Mewtwo. This one's actually ranked fairly high, 44 overall. Obviously not really accessible by any means, so if you can find someone to trade you one, or if you had one from the old days, then go for it, but otherwise not the best. Let's see here. So what does it beat? Annihilate, Virizion, all that stuff, whatever. Beats Lapras, sure. It's kind of like a better Grumpig in a way, but actually no, it's like a worse Grumpig actually, because Grumpig actually has higher sims. Lose a Belly Bolt, lose a Corviknight. It's kind of a sim hero. It's not great. It's worse than Grumpig, I guess. So if it's worse than Grumpig, I just don't see a lot of utility for it. Side Strikes is nice, but like there's not a lot of things that are weak to Psychic in this meta. And you already have confusion damage, right? So it's kind of overkill in that respect. I don't know. I mean, it's better than some of these other fringe picks for sure. Put it like here. Yeah. It sims a lot higher, I think, than it is. It's just damage sponge, yeah. You're not catching poison types anymore. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's not a lot of poison types. Like, especially in like this meta. I mean, maybe with the Togekiss, but you're probably more likely running like electrics than anything else, right? What's the best poison type? It's like just Tentacruel, right? And maybe Nidoqueen, but those aren't gonna be super common, I think. I could be wrong. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for my tier list. I had Incineroar twice, so that's why I didn't put that on there. But we have ourselves Togekiss at the very top for good reason. All these things are good. Runerigus, I think, is the one that people aren't really keyed in on right now, but I think it's actually going to be really, really solid. I don't have one, actually, so I need to go do some raids or something so that I can start using one. I think that will be a really solid pick, actually, the more I think about it. Togekiss is going to be everywhere, so be on the lookout for that. Bring your Togekiss counters. Everything else is about how it goes, so... Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to let me know on X or Twitter, as you call it these days. Do you think Scroon is good in Great League? Not as much. Not as much. There's a few things that hold it back, right? Like, there's just other things that I think are... I mean, it's not bad, right? It's ranked 25 overall. But, you know, there's... It's not as bulky, I guess, right? And Azuma's around a lot. Yeah, like Scizor, Corsola. There's like other better ghosts, right? But in this tier list, or in Ultra League, there's not a lot of better ghosts, right? Dusknoir maybe, but that's about it. You know, in the head-to-head, like, it has play into everything else. You also have like Brutal Swing, which is kind of nice. So, yeah, but like Galarian Corsola is just way better than it, right? You have like pretty much similar coverage, Ghost and Rock, so you just want to run Galarian Corsola at that point. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks all for tuning in. Appreciate you all. And yeah, let me know what you think of the tier list. I will post it online, and I'm sure some people are going to bring up some random bizarre Pokemon that I didn't add to the tier list, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, if you are watching this on the VOD, be sure to subscribe, and or if just in general, feel free to subscribe for my next live update. But best of luck to everyone in Ultra League, which is happening tomorrow, or actually later today. So should be a fun one, and should be probably maybe a lot of timeouts too, as expected. But hope you have a great one, and have a good night, have a good day, have a good morning, and I'll catch you all in the next one.